ECG and EEG. On this floor is the kitchen and staff canteen areas. The hospital training room can also be found on this floor. This is a multi-purpose conference facility which comes with an audiovisual room. 2 smaller meeting rooms can also be found on this floor, as well as a library and the main security control room for the hospital. The rooftop holds the hospital's technical outdoor units, such as the solar panels, air conditioning, LPG gas system, refuse chute system, water treatment plant, 2 smaller storerooms, and a bigger general storage area. Connecting to the main building, as mentioned previously, is the ancillary block, known as the administrative building, where there is a public eatery and parking bay for staff. The first floor of the ancillary building is home to the medical waste and sterile room, known as the ECODAS. There are 2 offices and a changing room found in this department. The holding bay has 2 cold rooms. This unit also has an office and waiting area. The laundry room can also be found on this floor. The second floor is home to the medical director's office and other administrative offices. The third floor has the office of the CEO of the hospital and other supporting offices. External areas of the bank hospital include a coffee bar for staff, patients, and visitors. The hospital and ancillary block are highly particular when it comes to detailed design, construction, and management services. Every department, office, ward, and unit has various technical monitoring lights and air conditioning system controls. Building management also monitors the usage of fuel consumption and third-party equipment. The Building Management Services (BMS) seeks to save energy consumption and faulty detection. Smoke and heat detection systems are placed across the hospital. The hospital has an air conditioning ventilation system that supplies fresh air and extracts HVAC. Hospital security is very important, and CCTVs can be seen in every area of the hospital. This eSmart hospital is run on a fully integrated paper light system that is designed to meet international standards and give the hospital and patients security where needed. The integrated system allows doctors and patients services into the hospital without stepping a foot into the building. The ICT software is the backbone of the hospital, creating new technology and services for the people in the country. This hospital exhibits high-quality standards not only in Ghana but across Africa, with high technology equipment and facilities that will benefit the lives of many people who walk into the bank hospital, making the bank hospital the best private hospital in Ghana. The Bank of Ghana, in collaboration with Universal Hospitals Group, UHE, a Ghanaian turnkey hospitals provider, have successfully built Ghana's first eSmart hospital in the leafy suburbs of East Cantonment. This hospital will transform the way hospitals will be built in Ghana for the future. Key structural components of the bank hospital include the main clinic's management treatment plant, the energy farm, housing 2 800 kVA generators and a 1600 kVA transformer. The bank hospital has over 70 admittable beds throughout the building, offering first-class service to all patients, which include an ambulance service and a bus bay just outside the hospital. The landscaping around the hospital is designed to help patients therapeutically. This state-of-the-art building has 5 floors, which also include a basement and a rooftop. The hospital complex houses an adjacent building for administrative purposes and other functions that contribute towards the running of a successful operational hospital. Each floor of the hospital has something unique and different to bring on board. This ultra-modern hospital features an antibacterial flooring material, maintaining high levels of hygiene, keeping patients free from infections. Signages throughout the hospital keep patients and visitors informed of their locations at all times. The basement contains workshops for the following departments: mechanical, biomedical, electrical, carpentry, and ICT storage. The basement is also home to the medical gas plant, which produces excess gas that can be sold to other hospitals across the country. The basement also includes a security room, bulk stores, and a fire pump station. The manifold room is where the backup supply of medical gas is kept for the hospital. From the entrance of the building, the hospital offers a bright, modern open reception with comfortable waiting areas for all patients and visitors, as well as a VIP waiting lounge. Facilities on the ground floor include treatment and consulting rooms, an outpatient department (OPD), pharmacy, which has a main dispensary, bulk storage, preparation room, and a control room. The A&E department contains of a triage, resuscitation, ICU, and 3 wards within the A&E. The A&E also has a security unit. This is a unique feature to this hospital. The radiology department, also known as the imaging or diagnostic department, can also be found on the ground floor. The radiology department provides X-ray services, which are captured in real time. This department also has a fluoroscopy and a 128 slices CT scanner. Other features found on the ground floor are the data room, 4 lifts, and domestic utilities facilities, which can also be found in every ward throughout the hospital. A cashier unit and an ATM can also be located on this floor. The first floor includes a hospital suite. This functional space can be found on all floors. The departments on the first floor are equipped with an ENT consulting and treatment rooms, audiology, and waiting area. The eye clinic has its very own consulting and treatment rooms, lensing and glazing with a CO2 laser, which is the only one in the country, and an optical shop. This floor also houses the urology department with consulting and examination rooms. The maternity wards, also known as the Obs and Gynae ward, has a nurses station which is visible on all wards throughout the hospital, and a NICU ward for premature babies. The surgical department can also be found on this floor. This department sports a theater, delivery suite, recovery, and isolation wards. The hospital also has a doctor's lounge, which can be found on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd floors.
Ibrahim Mahama wanini team Oma Frasia dredgina wa dredgina ensuo na tata ikuro no no wa mo hwe so betimi apɛ kwan de amensuo ne na atene de akɔ asɛdeɛ ne asudi da ban no so no ayɛ kasa ne ntiatiemu ayɛ enkyirɛkyirɛmu ya emfa solution bi ama amanfa mo wo from place nyina eastern region so wo mo ho aka papa
Them say me no fit jump. Them say you no fit jump.
Just say river Afram no so. So Afram river no so. Ye bie ensuo no tu mu saa no na ensuo no so to ana eto no. Ensuo na ho de na akosoro papa. Ama just spillage no ensu kobo mu no. Manfo mo Afram place north south ba bia. Wo mu nsukuro nyina ensuo atwi afa so. Aye areho sam ne say wiki mu parliament. Minister ko gina ho no ma chese nchire mu a wo mo de magana fo ne say de wasa ban ne ye bia aban no aye Energy Ministry, Interior Ministry, Local Government Ministry, Water Resources Ministry. That's omu nyina catch the Ghana for say. Dia was a woman ye biano a yadia woma ye. Said the attitude radio so ya nasi ye can na kwako say abane ye hwere nya sanity. Ejire mu amudi kwagina parliament kura de ema. na tse kware nkofo mo tete mansion mu enye sa enkrofo we na domfo bi na edom ekwa wo momoa iti honorable Samuel Okudzeto ablakwa enka o parliament ya banta kese pa se wo hwe enipa sitram enipa bra bomu ewo Volta region ewo Afram place na wutimi kwagina ho no mu kwadwa wanumu ko kirechire mu se o bibia ya boko ya ba wa mu kokko ka kire wa mu ye informe wa mu so sesa won kuku no kaka wa mu aso na dinti no wa mu tena me nso ni betwifa won so na no kware nso ni twifa won so na aban na abo ka twitwiri die pa pe ba bia mo matena ni bro for se can you imagine
ameka mi nyang matu ameka onyang otu ameka wonyang watu mo
akofo no wo mu bedidi o mu beda o mu be hye o mu be numu a aginyankopon hey efutu ba ko a MPs ni bebre mede ma wo mu nie the parliament na makama no atwumu na makama no atwumu na wadane mu MPs akonko the speaker yeah efufu agina hono mu na se submission ekoso a obi MP bi won teacher se won tu obi anka the parliament one more madani ti se emum on ti se wa mo kasa ade radio ni TV stations ahodo yi a emrashe bedwafo binum Sam George no honorable Roxen Dafia Mapono wo mo keke kan MPP MPC wo mo bufa so e wo radio su TV su mani MPC bebre ema MPC bebre wo parliament one mo a wo mo di akonko MPC mani ye no ma je so saa ye te wo mo nka it is a disaster bi eto wo mo a asa abani yi won ba ko de hye won sam a sam kase pa na ato wo mo MPC ni bebre wo hono mo a esan se de wo mo ye loud ewa abonten honorable Samuel Okudzeto ablakwa madam Jifa Gomeshi onu entertainment industry emuan wo wa be ye deputy minister wo dia be ye member of parliament honorable Roxen Dafia Mapon ni MPs ni bebre hono mo a wo mo community na so mo constituency spillage aka wo mo a esa se wo mo ye loud ewa abonten wo mo ye adwuma eyi tese wo mo apia menkrofo hu wo mo ntino emuan ne sa chedie yi ekwa ne se ekọ Afram Plains MPC mienu ba kokura oba ba ko waka ho parliament week mu na wo kana sem e wo parliament house just onyam won famfiri baabia emwa bia ni ho na mafiri baabia pia na mo kwa radio so na mo kwa kasa na mo kwa radio so na mo kwa kasa politicians TV so mo kwa TV so na mo so mo kwa na mo kwa kasa Ghana fo na ye hunu mu se ne ye be ya ma ho ye hia bremu ma ho kire bremu mu betimi anya moa e de afiri wo manfo ho na mo de makaka ma no atuma kaka mo na ya toto so e wo parliament wa no mo eno ani se debate na kwaso a wonte wo mo nka bibi e kwaso wo parliament a wonte wo mo nka eno ani se those who are in support of the say hi no rukuni o Sanso ena Idris Abubakar si wa join me. Blessed Sun say 2 p.m. Asante Mampon. Afei mu ama join me wo Facebook nyina na menya bre na eja na anu ami yesu eja me so ye nyina ya seti chani wo kirade so wo kirade wo classroom no anya emergency bi no ha bibi atimisi etu anamo bi eya na montuo papa Asante hene de ai King Solomon Foundation sikadwa kofi kase de ne tusi su ape ena ofra siete foundation wo de ebua brilliant students ya wode ebua enye education kwa wo bua nema bebre ya ode ebua na wiki mu dwumedie kase ena otumfo kasa se illegal mining ekoso onim se kwade ekoso ewo na sase so ekoso pa na de ye ne nwanwa ne se asojafo ni tisi nwura mu confiscate nkrofo na wo mo ye galamsey if you cross ukuta lances now we small scale miner now there wo say asase and wo say wo say asase concession ye de ama wo yi a mo sense forest reserves no mo say ensuo no sika penti enipa enipa nim se binyansa biem sika enipa paint na de friend se nyansa pa no enipa ni nyansa wo na adwene mu biem na na se otumfo se sojafo no kwache wo mo ne ade achi a ombekọ ne nkrofo bi kasa ai na 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 adru ba bi akasa no action because isti your friend is say ba bi a yimrekudika ne constituency wa hine bi ho no mo hene kwame na ye interview a mrekudika so wasiu no court back and forth kwa no hene no odi bim e wasem no wo hene ne chese MP no edi asiani wo ho no mo pa enya asem ketoa wo hene yo wo hene ne MP ne di asiani ewo ho pa sanse se wo hene ne kasa ohunu se o kasa ewo yawdie mu se ono na sase ne da ho no mu afiri tete ne nananom ne brenya ya konkoden setete de agya abakwasem kakra ne yete no wo ko a na wo ko wanu na wo prasas na wo gi asase no wadidisu na baba ye wadwa pade wo sese ne nananom no a wo modi ade no wo mo ekono senkansase no wo mo sei no atwitwa ton di politicians wo mo tena se ma eye hwehan ema politicians mrekudu kanom eseye nsase a enkwa mama metu to no so konkoden se de be ya daachi bi ono so kwa wo benya bibia ka kire nananom nanano de wo konkoden pa so ho na ye nanan so otumfo so konkoden pa nanana utimi de be se bosome etu ahemfo kra se no otuom de nu ana miensa enu bosome less than 1 month nanana ahemfo bia se bi wodi nsem hunu ewo akonwa a wo moti so no nana eni busumi enu ani se wo yare shafo enu ani se ba na atunu no watwi wo manim nti nana kasa yina mate se nkrofo kasa nana tu anamo kakra bi anamo no wutu because eyasem kase na da wo man Ghana so galamse a ene MMDC isia chese wo mo land wo mo nsase gold wo so wo mo nyina do ho agim MPC a wo mo constituencies gold wo mo nyina do ho agim majority of the MPs wo mo nyina ye galamse wo mo nyi wo manim Professor Kwabena Bobie Ansah da rumenti ye information minister Kwadwo Oponkroma ya no akọ galamse site a wo ba ni V8 a wodem ho ateche wono nso wa ateche media no report on the baye so but senka ahemfo mpanifo a wo Ghana ha sei any politicians di kwani mungamu eno no mo chichira fo so ebu o ma chese masa the fact say we are member of parliament no enchira say asase bia ye wodia asase bia nya wodia o munyi wo manim eno omo di chese omo nyanya concession eno omo fan crofo no omo se sanse no omo sensuo chese nsanso Ghana yade ani edu ne bebode yade ani edu de aye kasa saa ene ye ka ena sojafo akwache ye eno omo kwa eno mkwakwa ye yade aye kasa saa action bia nta ye kire because Professor Kwabena Bobie Ansah ame yati assess president no kura no a wono ka so the presidency beto one ma fight illegal money galamse no kran or ya accomplice Jubilee House one mono and one money galamse headquarters action bianta ye kire oti se wahini bi kasa no akasa saa no wosin oti se pani bi kasa no akasa saa no wosin ahimfuni bebre wo hono mo a wo moni politicians na aka bomo and wo mo sense ase eye galamse ahimfuni bebre because almost as we go do on new future generation ho da chinchiri ma wonwere ho de ne woje die wuo de bi wari nkonwa yerenom de bi wom wo se bro afum adwapade na senka wo nananom adi kanfo no eseyi nsase eseyi kwaye brentu a enka nananka abebetoye nti otumfo akasa na de ba kwa otumfo wo sesese no was solicited for fund $10 million now they are quite renovating Konfanochi teaching hospital and kenye na adwume otumfo kenye na adwume nie but abanisa because abana eye ne mandate eye na sudie no enye no na wodwen abana eye na sudie no Kwabena Teaching Hospital omo ye adwuma every week bia no mko bu akonta wo manhia palace dabi Kwabena Teaching Hospital na Ashanti region nyina referral hospital kese Efijase government hospital ya refer wa eyeji wo wa kwanonwo ya refer wa eyeji wo wa bekwai ya refer wa eyeji wo wa obuase Ashanti region baby be refer wo bia no eyeji Kwabena Teaching ho mo de mo nkran muni ma eka ne ji saa na ye de krom de ka ne ji ye nka no Kwabena Teaching ji saa na ye ka no ehonum ne ya refer wo bidiko se Kwabena management omo ye adwuma omo fancheche mo chiri kesie yi a yesu ani pefunu do mkogumi adwuma a omo ye no omo fancheche hospital na esi wono mu no a ewo hono mu no a department was akosie wo mu no omo ye adwuma sika omo de commercial palace omo kobu akonta de mo otumfo dabi but abanesa because abawa ye so irresponsible or de asanteman adwuni edi agro wakeka manum ahunu se esi entwem ene wafa nipa fala enti ye den ene adum pempenso baabi a ewo so otumfo de hunu se dabi hospital no ni dibia no ensem fata enti miankasa memfa me hunjim na men sraman san wono mo me $10 million na me fan ko siesie hospital no because ye de ani to aba no so a Kwabena Teaching Hospital no ebe buagu ebe jirega ebe ye da ya emfa ban ne ho enti otumfo and after media wo mobilize ska fund na kire se wo de akwa renovate government state institution government hospital otumfo and na air pesika e de akwa akoye sa adwuma we sei because wanya enye hospital no ye adwuma wi every week bia no omo komanhia ekobu akonta e de ma wotumfo wole na hemfo ya wo mo wa Ashanti region abanesa wanya enye se wanya so wotumfo na nkasa amfa nto no ho se wotu saa na mo no a enye because after 7 years ni odi ese 2024 saa wa mo 3 bedroom 4 bedroom hospital no mu sisa agenda 111 no next year omo betiesim no mu bia no asemo a meti se wotumfo e solicit for fund e de renovate Kwabena che be metibu nyada ne se Ashanti region kesie nyina referral hospital kesie ba kwa yewo eye Kwabena che wo bia be ye president former president John Dramani Mahama se brankra bra behwe nanu asapon yare ya ye fremi ba bia oda atomic ya refer ne yesemfa ne 37 enso se Kumasi ya refer wa Kwabena che ba bia wo bia Kwabena che ntide bia na ho no ma congested Greater Accra ya refer wa Kolebunie ye Premier Hospital Kolebunie honso omu ni ho ni sei omu ni ho ni kura mi re 37 mu se 37 die e ya soldier for hospital mpa ya refer wa 37 military hospital nie ya refer wa police hospital nie ya refer wa Greater Accra Regional Hospital ke sie ya former president John Mahama wasi ya wuwure ma wuhunu se wadi abrochira bagana enie wa hu ya 37 military hospital wa ha ya police hospital wa ha eno so ya referral point e de ma doctors o mutimi refer patient e do mo ba ho eno wasa so ya Greater Accra Regional Hospital yi expansion project kesie wei oya ba ko aka Kwabena Teaching Hospital ho se wa military hospital former president John Mahama ye de ama asanteman ye kromufuo se ye de ye krampa de pa ye kromufuo gu Ashanti region se ye de ye ade a ye frɛ ne sa de pa de ye kra empebi ye se ye empebi Baby and Pempenswa se wa military hospital former president John Mahama ni NDCDC ye no aka enwuram asai asi ho eti pressure wo Kwabena che so no ebeto akoso wo so saa kopem bra former president John Mahama se nyankopon dom boa no na se 2024 obeye president ya project ya was starting ye kumawudie enum ne de aka ho nyina da aka enwuram no watimi akwa wie but enipa wa Ashanti region nipa enhunu ye ano pe wuti minka asema mu bisa ne se konfa no achi teaching hospital na otumfo se wo solicit for fund e dia renovate no eye manhia adwuma hospital no enye adwuma kogu state office mu aban no account mu na hospital ne adwuma kokogu what be da se gamanche se wo raise fund e dia akwa renovate 37 military hospital. What be that? Sankra ha gamanche se or raise fund e dia kwakwa renovate Kolebu teaching hospital. What be that? Greater Accra Regional Hospital tete dana na esi hono no. Former President John Mahama expansion project wote da se ahemfo mo won kran se wo mu na initiate bibi fundraising na omodi akwa ye Greater Accra Regional Hospital expansion project dabi entis ha obisi hospital kase diamamu baby na adru ebe se almost 80% aburo ne beye she President Akufo-Addo ene Dr. Bawumia aburo ne beye papa kokora wa wo tese wo gi na awuo extra time no wo bo aburo ne beye ahye ne ma ama ene project ya ye di taxpayers money se busia ne yakwaji yo si enya sika free yo aka enwuram 8 years aka enwuram kumawudi aka enwuram ne ni pagina kumawu abonten so kase ye de ye MPP fo eti se eyo abana anya hwe amaye kora ye de ye MPP fo ye no aban funu ana ekọ na eba enemu gu Ashanti region na musu mo amudu Konfanochi teaching hospital eya hoya mo fe mo mran kran na mo mran mehwe Greater Accra Regional Hospital enkasa facility na esi ho no mo no emu equipment machines ya egumu no enkasa mbre kasewua military hospital papa bi enkasa na nkete but enipa asanteman ya unu otumfo akase ye ho atamfo enu otumfo aka ya no wase ye ankase ani enye ho atamfo anka do mo de alamfa so ye ho atamfo ye mpa de pa ade pa ba ne ye de yensa ne ye nan ne ye de pia ne ye de bogu eti de bia meka wodru kumasi kuraya tete adan no a efiri kire se wo start free tech ya tete adan no a won saso left right no enu an egu kwan no ho akopem se obedru adu tete buildings no enu an egu ho wo bia be se 1957 1948 na ne run about so ni statue de me se no ni asantemanhira run about ne do obi asififi o ma ne nsaso a no aso antema na ne nsegu no ho yempe development because ya trase ama politicians are taking you for granted senka ya chire bibi ama politicians ehunu se sabe ye nipa ya dwene ne ya to aba eka politicians MPP for and taking nipa for granted na MPs amu Ashanti region atena se ehunu se ono obeye member of parliament ya enye development enye project obeye won constituency nemum ekwan ya obefa so a said ya wokwa fidasa score constituency a ayu ayu odinana ekwan ya kire se delegate omu afidasa na nanya you na carpenter ebeye DC onu no oma wo bia oye awura na ase krache wakwa school wo memeye DC na after 4 years odu edgasha aba be contest no enti obi a me ma mese form 4 kura wantimi awie na yudi na ba onu wo kwa dwuma no ode ne ba ye ne ba na twa ne ba na ye ne bibia ama no enti onu no obeye MP e wa Ashanti regional ekwan a bond obefa so oni chese constituency executives before kwatche say election be start to police station no onu ade ne nkrofo we mu na beto abama me no onu an wo ye enti saa enya adwuma a waye wo constituency ho omunya hwe ene nyankopon so aduma da woroma aban we se ba na no na me wo police station kesie bi police pani pass ma woka osina nama when was the last time a police enlistment what is say advertise say ye recruitment said the first near advertising daily graphic near wom Ghanaian Times near wom say police ye recruit what be da e bin si da ensu de biada ko police training school square enkofo gu ha ye training wom say slot no om de ma MPs ministers MMDCs enti MP ni nya hweba wudu krom ha honorable de wa ya adio kura yi mu enkofo akọ police kura yi mu enkrofo akosoja kura yi mu krofo ekọ immigration eti ade slot ne ma wo mo sa na de omo ya ne se wo mo so apɛ enkrofo na omo de no omo ton no omo di gisika anya ono aboye so ono abo afa ho eyeye so ahun enti udru Ashanti region ade a ye frɛ ne se development pa no kwa me fon ebi ni ho ade a ye frɛ ne se che se because uyi Greater Accra ho efiri ono ma se eye the second year wo Ghana ha ade a na wo Ashanti region bibie ni ho MPC egu onu nyina adwene nye omu nyina adwene nye papa bia we na no baako so no operani mate na adi atena kurom ha se ya me yaka ensem ankrofo be kan agu so aka se running mate no opede me hu se MPP fo na na post na ye se de okoye running mate awo so okoye wedding okosensan so ho ye ntena se manipa emfa ye falasa ye ntena se manipa hunu se sebe ase ye agimifo bi na wo mu di eso because say yentina ase na ya ho saa enka Dr. Bobie ntimi sorry say or ye flag bearer de ma MPP well or ye flag bearer de ma MPP say no betimi the flag bearer but die ntina Dr. Bobie and ne wo gina ho no maka che Ghana for say or new vision or new ideas or new plans like seriously blue economy Ghana one kasa wadwuma wo ye no ye wa red economy usimi wo new ideas ideologies me wo new plans, me wo new visions, me wo new day. Me de ba ye blue economy. One kasa wo plans ni wo ideologies ni wo dia ben and na ama say wo red economy. Red economy no. Obema ye blue economy. Ene dollar ye say. Dollar affect bi bia wo Ghana ha. Dollar ye say. We new ideas no. Professor Stephen Adesa min kan kire wo ne President Akufo-Addo say kwa aka say 13 months mun redeem mu image because nya sa mo down in the history of this country ebin sida say president and vice president just say ense no anwuma ye fo etan eji wo man timi sen wo no mo ju o man so sen ni wi a wo ma san so apɛ say vice president ni say o mo impose no na say President Akufo-Addo wo party MPP no ena watechire dia show botom a Ghana so betumi achechire Ghana dia show botom wo party MPP no ene pani bia ni party panifo wom but some national executives any government ministers money ade no a wo free say MPP ni show botom no MPP ni da wabusua fie ewa chebi no do you think say wo betumi say the one manipulate wo party asa wo party no a aya kabi an kabi wanda ni Mugabe wo party mu ade wo pe na wo ye from opposition wo dia baba mu no party MPP ni de say obetimi MPP ni kwa na say mu acheche party no kura ye MPP no alanchire matin say wa free mu Honorable Kane Japan after a week elections so yes national security for ekọ pan chew ekọ tam ni kokosi Accra Sports Stadium wo party ni kura mu acheche ejadem na sa wo party no wo free say ya wo party no de na wo pa bia from opposition e de aba power de wo pa bia wutimi ye chaotic wo create chaos e wo party musa ba Ghana so do you think say JFK ni Steven Tim ni your friend say Katie Jamfu anom ene Samia Wukunom ene MPs ni ministers no a munu amakabo mu a wudi wo ya woni ema no so do you think say na Ghana for nyina adwenti even within your own party MPP for penny for kra o ma dwuni mu da ho no ma o mani ate o mani abie no kra o ma hunu se be yensem hunu na mudie na ababa ye wo de say said ye kwan bias wa impose Dr. Bobie e wo MPP force no na Ghana so ye po Bobie na eko mu be breaki 8 na no Saturday ma mi bi video bi am hwe was MPA was ye kwa relegation 20 years Bobie kokumase ne fa ne kotiatie de omoka enye kumase wona ye mu stronghold eti wonum na meka kwa wo stronghold ne kotie nkrofon sem a wo moka almost mo relegation 20 years MPP for na kasa no mo kasa no makasa da mo kasa ye Jimmy makasa ye nto abama Bawumia mo MPP for what is say NDC for kokoyi former president John Mahama de ne bae no NDC fo tisi abonte wo ka ase Jimmy NDC fo aye baako say a rescue mission omo joman but after Saturday's election e course na what chiri one kasa wo party ma ensa de egu wo machi what chiri MPs ensa de egu wo machi enti say e wo say parliamentary primaries mudi kan ye ansa na presidential primaries ma ye wo pesa wo chiri nko he any penalties in the team wo sum say e Dr. Bobie aba e de be na Dr. Bobie vision wo san so kura nam Dr. Bobie san so kura enam ese kasa e kire Ghana for say onu a woni new vision e kasa e kire Ghana wonu a woni new vision wonu a woni ne plans wonu a woni ideas Dr. Bobie e bon bebrebe nyina achi de wa ye Ghana bebrebe nyina achi red economy bebrebe nyina achi anso red economy bebrebe nyina achi anso omanya ekabunkam dia fa yeso Dr. Bobie anso eka abunkam dia fa yeso anso enyamaniwu se obekwa kwagina Kumasi with stronghold se wo kwa ye campaign e wo stronghold e wo bra obi adwuma wo start ye edima wo stronghold after 8 years ni nyina kan wurem after 8 years enye MPP fu aniwu na po se running mate na wo pedio enye waniwu enye maniwu se wo mekwa kwagina mo stronghold se wo kwa akosere Ghana for so wo nto abanfama obi enye ni stronghold vote kakra wo nyari fra Ashanti region no eye ne fe eso nani e take steps se ekwan bia so me develop Ashanti region eniema was starting ye nyina kan wurem Kumasi Central Market Kayetia market kesia wosi ye de wosidru ye no de wo se 8 years mu ye no ni nyina ye se contractors apaki wo machines nyina afiri okọ but enyamani wu because mu se ase nipa dwen ene mu digitalization former president John Mahama kura no a osi office ni kesia ne won kra ha no mu onu kura no emfa ndwere no mu fa hoho no ho interoperability and what the interoperability and abaku bisu ka ho na sa niema no se me fa me phone na me si me send sika MTN to Airtel go se Airtel go to Vodafone eno no edi adwuma na generate edi sika na generate edi na sa niema na edi na de ba so obi sorry anopa na se me be my other yango na say no street name minum ne I quite remember former chief of staff Julius Debramo almost started ya digitalization almost started ya o mane bo amano almost started ya na say me odaka na ma ba adwuma me fa me phone na ma bo say yango say boat na de me aba eno no wo de kwa akoye campaign ka kire Ghana for say masa enipa ni abiri o enipa ye ni abere bia me kansa afi we say de we mu de ye ne wa na 2024 ni de ye be ye adwuma pa because ye gi oman no ye gi Ghana enye NDC for na gi Ghana ye Ghana for no ye gi ye man said the MPP for tra opposition na omo tra ase ma president Akufo-Addo scatter party ni di ba power wa say party no ene de ye omo asem but Ghana for MPP fo wom NDC fo wom PNC fo wom CPP fo wom se ohun sa de achi a omo kotena TV so kotena radio so a MPP communicators no omo kwa no omo ase wo ma no wo ya ye be di watem se sa style omo kwa no anu no especially e ma no wo ya no omo pese omo attack your personality se sa no omo kwa no sana he say omo ko wo ya no person attack your personality omo ba wo so mo dey attack ba so Eugene ansa ma me side video former president John Mahama wiki mu trade union congress onu omu hia o say 24-hour economy en wo dey ba sana wo ko ba bia ye no na ma hu say sa MPP communicator girl no a so 41 years nso titi lady na wa siniti hu de la ya atu ni tiri makoto na tiko no mi monidi na mate say o ka say obeye president dum so and obi delight about obeye 24-hour economy now oka sa asem we say sa lady no say me na no so hwe kwara me ni age so or the dum so by former president Kufuor.
During COVID, we recommended that at times where workers lose their jobs and are unemployed, it should be possible for there to be a scheme where part of their social security savings is paid to them as allowances until they can find another job. And we suggested it, but it fell on deaf ears. Don't sing again, I beg you. We intend to implement a 24-hour economy. And by this, we will provide incentives in terms of reduction in corporate taxes and other exemptions to businesses that will sign up to the 24-hour economy initiative. And if we remember, in the past, but then we must also look at the security side and make sure that we provide them with security. Because if you remember, in the past, filling stations used to work 24 hours. Unfortunately, armed robbers started attacking them, and because of that, they all closed at about 10 o'clock. And so if we're able to provide them with adequate security, businesses and services like that, there's no reason why they can't operate 24 hours. And we'll give them the tax incentives to be able to do so. We'll identify and promote strategic growth areas. During COVID, we recommended that at times where workers lose their jobs and are unemployed, it should be possible for there to be a scheme where part of their social security savings is paid to them as allowances until they can find another job. And we suggested it, but it fell on deaf ears. Don't sing again, I beg you.
Now, Trade Union Congress Executive Secretary Abrani didn't crowd the same. Dr. Yalba, yeah. Just a former President John Mahama, a Casaviano, na me share papa no response na. Ne me hunu say rescue mission a Ghana for nyina. Enye NDC adwuma. A Ghana for adwuma. Ne response a wode ba ye no. Na just waka comrade. Was ye be teaming up with the NDC. Na just na ukura wa hunu say Ghana for ni abre. Obi so the 24-hour economy ba. Wote wan mo say ena obi ena fa even kwesi eh. Se almost all MPP communicators ne de me se na Akufo-Addo Nyankopon dom bo ne ba omia. Mo se can tell me I was scheme can see a pan I was a moyanam because almost bre communication you no mo ye no mo bre e say ayatem di die ni attack. We yon ba attack you say see your personality. Issue na ye deliberate on issue ye analyze on issue no oya no ohunu sa de na ekwan enkoma no oya no ohunu sa wapem wakeka bobobobo mu a na afa de wu nipa na woto no wo so no wo ba passport office na no shale ayokobo tweko gina hon ma na ni abiri ene nkrofo backlog egu ho wo moji express ni ye ju 2000 ni ye je 5000 no ni ade adi na se passport office wo mo kwa adwuma no start 8 upon 5 Omukwa adwuma upon 5 na so obi se unkwa adwuma upon 5 upon 5 a obi beba night ya eno no musi munti bida eno no musi munti bida airport yes so say run 24/7 can bia na jo anopo awio workers one mo ye adwuma eno no musi munti bida other state institutions a I was a function 24 hours no onisi wo ba because unemployment rate e wo mu a na ko na mo de ba ye na mo de nkrofo ma graduate akoye adwuma e de o mo ka 9 months mu ntuen graduate o mo da so gufie e ti so obi pon obi ko adwuma 8 na opon 5 pm a obi nso nkonkwo ye bi no opon be sa no pa no a eno no so mo se aye mo ya you man former president John Mahama sembi o kan o say ade ne start ye na omoji ebetina ade no so adwa no so no a omo start say omo scatter niema omo start say omo se niema NDC fo nkwa na ekun wo omo kun ase Ghana ye NDC fo dia o se NDC fo nkwana na kon no chese eda wo mo so mo nkwana na kon civil society organizations ahemfo wo Ghana ha asofo wo Ghana ha NDC fo kasa se da bi enya sa na ye no ye nkwane sa na mo ka kire Ghana fo sa ye mo ya mutu opposition tia civil society organizations.
Comrades, it is regrettable for me to note that at such a crucial time in our nation's life, society's moral voice refused to speak up against these unfortunate developments in our democratic governance. NDC was left alone as the solitary voice seeking to hold the government accountable and speaking up for the voiceless Ghanaians. And we were often cast out as spoiled brats who were ranting just because we had lost power. Today, the chickens have come home to roost. And we are all affected. As he said, country broke, country no broke. We all know inside. There must be an end to this decline and a restoration of stability to the economy so that Ghana's citizens and working people can breathe a sigh of relief and not have their already inadequate incomes eroded further by inflationary pressures. Comrades, it is regrettable for me to note that at such a crucial time in our nation's life, society's moral voice refused to speak up against these unfortunate developments in our democratic governance. NDC was left alone as the solitary voice seeking to hold the government accountable and speaking up for the voiceless Ghanaians. And we were often cast out as spoiled brats who were ranting just because we had lost power. Today, the chickens have come home to roost. And we are all affected. As he said, country broke to roost.
NDC for because omuna no man share wonsa state ni futu omu nyina ye confess omu ne share nsa omu nim de ewom. President Akufo-Addo so introduce free senior high school policy. Ekwan ya ofa so a we introduce no mse da bi enye emwa ehia broader consultation o kana Ghana for Muslim Queens for Christian Council for National Peace Council for civil society organizations for mo ya enyamu na mu yentia NDC for ya ahyewo mo ade a wo mo ye no emwa wo man no Baumi Akufo-Addo ade a nkrofo ne ye no ebese wo man no educational sector mo se ye mo ya o se afei NDC for na na se e kasa de magana fo a o ma ye mobo eniama ban ye planting for food and jobs si kai ye ne nya ye Canadian government ene ma ye millions of dollars invest in our agri sector adia akoto efefiri ya akoto ene Akufo-Addo Baumi ye enye omu wi awoman wo kan omu si eye NDC for ya opposition jealousy opposition na ekumwa ya mo ya ene ye ne millions of Ghana cedis akwa planting for food and jobs mu enso ne enwane aye kra ye import de ba no edoso esin de ye yankasa ye do wo krom ha no mu aye die after millions ye invest billions mpo na no me billions ye invest wo planting for food and jobs NDC for come say eya mo ya Vice President una we head economic management team on digitalization NDC for kase there be Dr. Baumia enya wadwuma no focus economy no wadwuma oh wo kan ya na civil society organizations ahemfo ka ho slave queens for wa Ghana ha ka ho celebrities for ka ho wam se NDC for opposition nti eye wo mo ya na no mehwe video bi slave queen for ma me ba kon kase ain free senior school the best 9 enkwara no omu ko school kra yes so mbe ko school no omu be da bonten sense omu tifie no omu ko school. Can you imagine nkwara ni be ko school no omu be da bonten adentina de mmara no ehhehye no ahhehye de ato ho no no progressive no yemfa yento aso mfefem no na former president wa mama start ye enti no osisi community day senior high schools no community day senior high schools na dwuma no obeye ne se enkura ni nyina after junior high no wo mko senior high school. But because of so minor hoden enu san pension say obi ankogu body ye beto adua ye be mo aduane adia no pa wie ne anwumre enti community day school ebe wo community buses nie ade eche no pa bus na be si kroni station dware be fro car ye di wo ko school ye kwa ase lunch ya mo adi bi wo pon wa brafie wo ma mi fufuo bra na bra be wo enu no wo yes le queen asa wo ye de be nde be ya enu no hunu se eye jimisem na emom no yes san kura ne nkogu school dem na wotwe de bia no amudi koko na wotwe na de bia nkura na tie gu abonten ekuta boss ekuta entre eburumu se ekwam do mu nya duani ni na wo bosome miensa nkura kwodi school mu bosome mienu na wotwe mienu no ba betena fie bosome miensa eno ni papa na ayehwehwe no quality of education akofom. It is a community day schools now was starting see was over 200 now or ye bebre ni dia ka no wogusu anu wo ye no say aban we say ban no to aso and was see wie na day schools no e free computer placement wo pa wo wie junior high apply wo pe boarding house apply wo ma me betua but wo pe day school apply wo community afisco nie amansi nie community day school nie apply ne ko ho wo pon akofie kwana wo fu ma me fufo ne didi ko ka banku ne titibidi eno na ye bone de ye papa ne se enkura ne nkoda abonten kono nwo odumase ada schools ni ade da no akora bi ka cha se ma abonten ni kura ye da no no se wan kontam a unya ba bi papa kura fa o mattress nto Kwafoma da abonten mentuntum wi wo mo akora ko school 2 months 2 weeks no abetina fie 3 months and this is for frase se wo mo ka se policy no emwa oh na Ghana fo atiesim eyo wo mo ya nyo mo na de baaye
Accra FM
Shasasi yantam tetrete da ha se ye judges fo dan ye gusuo state institutions gusuo individual properties ya enu nso egusuo ye da sori ya ye si aso da kase de manyankopon NDC for enkrofo ka da bi ade amu ye di ehu na enu kura no judges mansions no mutim no na anu ya former president Mr. Kwaji loan ye jira kanuma ye tua enti mumbungu enkrofo properties judgment debt enti mumbungu passport ne ye ka na asofo nom Duncan Williamnom asofo nom mpanimfo no omo ka kire NDC fo se eye mo ya esanse mo wo opposition enye mo party na eyenti ena mo kasetia ne ye koda ne ye sori a sa asofo we mu a omu defend ye justify ye share president Akufo-Addo kutu passe omu busa daningu no one says it over $400 million no one ma trans $400 million no a meetings aje per diem aje allowances ni ade no ma ka kire say accountability ni project ni ento omo resign afrim NDC for frase say wo mo ka say no eniema aban we say ye no obese wo man no Parliament Bank of Ghana dwuma na wo ye no eye mra constitution emra en wodisu e was wodisu di ye adwuma finance minister adwuma na wo ye no enye na busua e property Ghana enye na busua property en wa run ne said ye or run na busua property anaso ono nkasa na investment data bank any enterprise life heritage fund near the ensel bom we near the ensel bom adia was we approval e wo parliament ya Shiakai onye NDC for ka na nya sofo mo mpanimfo ahemfo mpanimfo ne yekosi ahemfo so na ahemfo mom na aye mediators ahemfo aye mediators na sofo no do mo ho agim civil society organizations e do mo ho agim ne aka kire mo se abomusu opposition yade enne ye nyina na ye bre enne ye nyina na ye sofa enke nyina ma ya ni da ho no hunu se eniema president Akufo-Addo yen sa ne flip flop policies no we introduce we pa na say no we introduce we pa na say napco time wa one more launching napco ye be for graduate over 100,000 ye be to obi aka boso 700 and a 2 years contract after 2 years no na die na nkrofo ka say da bi Omo permanent job. And he said they would to opposition now. What can you know? Peduma Papa Mancroft when ye. Hey, ni ka half a loaf is better than none. Abnasa brofona no. Half a loaf is better than none. Hey, now I'm okay. We betia him for. We betia soft one civil society organizations. Aye, and na dwuma na bi ni ho. And I say see omutifie no. Na so waba no so do mu wurewure mu a 100,000. Ni ye twa budget every year. Since 2018, ya omu introduce NABCO every year. Finance Minister call Parliament ya NABCO Secretariat. Ni ye twesika, ni ye de run NABCO. Uwa hanuma 4 months, 5 months. Na NABCO adwuma fo no omu su kai yentua ye ko yentua ye ko. Ye bomu a sabane do omu ka 6 months ni ye tua 2 months. Ye bomu a kai ni ye tua 1 month ni ye de ama wo mu. Adwuma na gu election 2020 NABCO 2 years contract end. Political vote party be winning power ye penti eno mu di CV napkofo e ka kire mu so ye ba be ma mo permanent jobs ena wo mo so adwunu mu ha omo ba data de se da bi na se de napko mu introduce ya NDC for kai say dwuma no nya papa ena say se ya nto oba ma wo mo a e be kwa kwotena fi no mkotop omo to oba de ma wo mo wie ya pe after 2020 election 2021 ena napko obetie ya say northern region de be hospital ya say wo mo kwotena fie omo contract ende ya say he fa institution way ya say napko fo omo contract expa omo kofie eniema na omo start ya na wo mo ye no NDC for what na by adwa no so da omo hunu se scam omo hunu se scam na kufu ado ne baumia omo scam Ghana for no omo scammers bibia omo ye bia flip flop policies do omo introduce bia flip flop NDC for kan se scam but oka na Ghana for ebinum gina kire defend justify omo to opposition tia omo ya ene MPP for no enyansa for na omu wom no ba bontia be ka kire ye say because of this free senior high school policy enti ene tertiary institution quality ni omu nya na no professor yi a ono na quiz science quiz won etinam okobolare star chat o say quality no ni ho quality pie ni ho because first ya na ye wasi abranse first na ye wasi so wo tire wasi
I make sure wasi but first na SSC
okay SSC SSC eno mo de ba wasi se no mo tire wayek
there be a wayek na ye body na
body so mo tire gas
because e Ghana nko
a na nti se wayek for set questions science maths English geography biology no ni ade na se enkoda no gas ni dru so no mko kwotwere ne ya ma o mapo no o ma twere no o matwa no aka kire ye say wo gas no a ye set questions no ha and compete with any country bia West African country exams examination ye na no mo ye no say no gas no and compete with any country bia
West African Examination Council wayek no ne nkrabata wo Ghana wo mo na esisi e wo mo take charge of
exams
the exams it's solely for Ghanaians
almost 30 questions ni wi a na se nkra ne kwa akoye exams wi no mo mapo
na se omo printed past questions ni ade nyina ma wo mo de beba like possible examination questions ni de ma wo
say obakọ SS a obaba be wi a senior high say the SS na aka enum secondary senior akora no ba be three exams na school na wo no school bia mpese ni school anim begu ase headmaster bia mpese na anim begu ase teachers ni mpese o anim begu ase enti exams ni ba be start no external invigilator awoba sika se ni ebejeji student bia utua se yajeje de ama external invigilator se course bia se wo ye geography wo ye government okay general arts no masa call masa ubeti obi abetu 10 teacher ni adwuma no ye de me secondary school say what Ghana almost 99% do mo ye no
so what the SC results na ba o ma ye twa wo mo entire results subject results ni ade
eno mi hu ye twam because you say nkura no teacher fo no motivation ni adada no doso ena on say system na sesa wo be wo ho ayeso mama kwan omu kwodi 10 days wo fie omu ba ya ni ayi yeso mama kwan
omu nim da omu be ba wo mu wo hwa na wate aka so maba me kai pase me wo fa baba akono owo ayi school year will be po so dem ame mmokra onu say the same thing eti de bia na me wo fa no frɛ headmistress no agi se wunye obi na wo frɛ no eto da kwa mu nim da omu be ko eti nkra na be ya fe yeso omu be ko kina yeso omu be ko say ya na omu ko
hwa ya time no every year bia no sana ya 3 times first term, second term, third term. If you are quite 2 weeks after, see, you did 3 months to school. And you did 3 months to school. You are no ma, best 2 weeks, 3 weeks. You are my long vac cry, not be a 1 month, 1 week. Be no baby do if you have not
private for quite almost had the classes.
Yan Mukrani, one. Yan Mukra, no. Near co school best and 9 months, some weeks. Crano. Yan Mukrano, near here, pocket crab, surviving. Na moi muko school we did 2 months 2 weeks aba betina fie 3 months every year bia we go school 5 months etina fie be 6 months ye no mukra na ye di 9 months kra no ne ye papa kakra dia survive ye di papa kakra e dia asoso de ma so ye equalization
what dia papa no kwa survive no kwa ni nyina echi kwa no se ehunu so
na wa go school ho ye we go school na unu say teachers in sapon we school no every subject bia no class or teacher ni a wo kire no teacher ni kan say madam
enipa bebre
so wan ye ne sa enye yi because normal classes na nkasa no ye nkwohwe ye nu ba bia
o ba bia me kai pa me wo fa ba ni se obafie bia no no so sa
ba sa bra wo Ghana hu die si ye o mu introduce bibi ti say free senior school free senior high policy the buy former president John Mahama ni NDC for can say ehia brother consultation do initiative no e good but oman no ye foto ne enu ho ehia brother consultation woni kroma na nkrofo ka say you omo ya enyo omo na implement na you omo
review HSS cancellation NPP for so ka so be sakra bibi mu
busumi ya esi regi busumi ya esi kuro mfimfin ya esi national cathedral almost spend $400 million si omu ya so for no man ka say ya NDC for ya na enyo omu na eye nti no omu ye dede you omu ya wanti sa wote ye wo mu introduce NAPCO 2020 bo hu dwa eno so omu ye independent square ohu bo hu dwa kese se wo mu graduate 100,000 o betu ya wo mu ka 700 a month. And the former president NDC for start years omo ka say adwuma ne nye sustainable ehin fa na wo face kakra dia ye you know ketiri si yesu dido wura oh na nkrofo wo Ghana hanom ka half a loaf is better than none half a loaf nkrofo am table for
when you bonnet esisu amawa
any you know
any ye ne ai na we de omo ye kwa de ne cafe nyina manifra kra
na former president John Mahama e ka no wo se edru baabi ade na nkrofo na introduce no policy no mo dey ban enye ebe crash ebe ha wo man no but wo ka obi fi say why desperate say wo pese wo be ye president na say wo pese wo party na wo power nti wo ka nyansa se no obi nsu bu ni say ye jimi sem na wo ka but today baby e dia ba beduni abena ye ko ana say ye agege ayi sika akọ renovate konfo no chi o because from Fanochi they to the adin some ada ho da sapon so ano yakoda ho children's hospital enti say the Jayana na said the aduro ni de say ya fantu ya ho so a oboafo ni ba bia
enya asem keto mo say dan ejina bia nye kra dan no say the esite maternity me dem ko wache mu me ko wache me say me ko yie no ko me say me ko fa ho no be ba me fa street
say dey kom dey kan ji
na me ko ayi Silver Crest wo eti no ye dodge traffic ko fa ho ba nya dey say me ruram
omo say dan na ye dey
omo say edan no ebetimi adwire gukura ye say ensuo no ayi no pipe ni ade ne na mo say no de me amahu say ya chepa ye say maternity block ya na anu ya kura no womo ebie anu yi kura na me say first lady sa ni project ye say no so kwan so
na anu ye okay
ye say ni nyina
ni Dako o say na na ma it's my brother and my twin brother Ebenezer Dako's birthday okay o say ni brother ene ne twin omo ye ntafo Ebenezer Dako o say ene ye omo birthday enti ni Dako ese ni nua mo ye twins ata ntafo mienu Ebenezer Dako or say happy birthday. Okay, me am wish mo mano. Ni me kwa ba be bo nwum de ama wate. Happy birthday. Enko emfa emamu. Nti need akono no. Abena nti na just say new maternity block no kra. Say no old building.
There is an old building there. One more year, sir, and no don't be good.
Okay.
And no, what the 40 years no ho.
Okay.
But first lady, so saying the foundation, the project be no more.
Or did you Jessica? No, the aqua see, no, Jessica, no, okay.
No, 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 50 years, and now, but I know can old one.
Tina make us say. Rebecca dear no so na ye building that block that dey wo no ma ya abanda ye je si ho
but na no nche bebre ti say dey wo so mbebubu agu so mo fa bi edi 40 years o mbebu agu and dey wo dey wo start by years no na menya ne sisi o ma dream ba check akra mo man sa na wo ba be complete no yes ye no so kra so ho aka ni na ni state ni
e say e hia $10 million
nyasem keto akra
eya na ye me yasa abena ya tena se ama politicians atake here for granted. Referral hospital back home must enya konfa no che
na ka say you share a serve over 12 regions. It's ya there in a hospital.
And say western region nyina
omo kwa de so omo de na ye omo de
buru hafu nyina ba
north fo nyina
ba ohun ba ko pe enti no ye say wo si sa wu military hospital no
yes
sane e be ye ho no na ya na say pressure was so after wa ye dru be say 80% after 8 years aka nwure abena ye ka say ye nkone
odi omo achi a
fa de obokrata no
I made the mirror enti said ye wasi ahiti hanom no yemfa yi kakra I says asresem kakra emfa emfem woni me bedwudwo yakoma
na graphic ama
graphic e baaye na
so the mirror
and na efiti asesa asem bi wo hanom a eye me da be ye obi a de be ye wo so de pa na ema e won kranza na se bunu east ena the mirror ekọ ye na wo mokọ aprobo e wo hokọ hwe ene ahohoje bia ahoduo akwansra ho nsem nyina ne ade wo hono na chese wo de fa aso ene ema na edi enkomo a na echese bunu east no kopie na nkranza no ne ma na edi nkomo ene wo bu so mo se bunu fo ma de yese ne bedi a benko no wo kam ene wo mo se da bi bedi anko mo de ato bunu fo ma so no yade a eha won mo kakra sanse enam so kwa mebi ma ware nyina agu ene ade sanse bi ma dwe ye won mo se bedi anko na ye friend black magic se wo baby ni be ma bi te honom no opese wo bona tenase na wade aduro bi wo be frefra ne ma concussion na bibi na wade ebegu aduani ma ne ye kwa de be fa so ama be ma no se wo betena wono nko a enchen no ye friend bedi anko no ne wo mu ta kakwase de ya be kwan ne ade na echese emu kiremu ne de abusua ye nsem bebre anopa dodo minti menchiremu nsi ase ena wo mu kire sei yesemu ma de ene ye wa mu de abonofo ma de ye wa mu de na echese no ano no babo ya tenase ane no ya ben ko ba bia na osuo da bi sa bedi anko asem no a eda wo no mo so a da bia nkofo aka tete no kra no a efiti ase no kwa na nya de ese na no kra bia wo mu na emom ade abonofo ma edeje aware bonofo ma edeje mema bonofo ma etimi ema mema tena wo mo ho no eya akokro no suban pa wachasa bunu ma eba ne se adwumaden akrokro pa buoni ni di abono ba pa bede be ma pa be ma ni akafie pa dia ene be nsa abono ba ho kra be yade yi ankasa eno wo kire se da bi no kura bi animu na sansam no kura no eyade enam so edi wonu munya se bia be ma bi sei na bia wonye bunu ni anase wonte wo maseye no akofa bunu ni ba ne netia wone ne tia sam kakra bo sia se wodi bedi akwa na aye me eduro na ade aye me tia tete mani so ntime ko na be ma na gyness won wo se eyade a ha wo mo papa na no kura bi animu ntino wo mo de ato the mirror animu se da bi sabra kra tete bre ni mu a na bonofo ma so mmemme mu ma ware ejina no na eya akrokra ye adwumaden ebuo ni ni dia wo ma ne ede ma mema na se pa said eye aduro bi ene wo de je mema esi won wo kyase no kra bi anim eti na bre aduru se wo manfo eyi sa adwini nyina afiri wo mutim bonofo ma eye ma te se ema ewo mantamudu nsia ne babia kasa ahodo ne ma no wo mute se wo bia na emum de danso ewo mum ne se wo munya be ma wo mutimi edo no krokro no di bu ani ni di ese na efata no a ebema bema nani aka fie bema nani aka oba no ho a wonko ba bia na akata no de to so miensa no na medaso amigina yi dwumade bi akoso mirror de bokrata no wo mudwumade bi a wode aba se x spaces dialogue na chese wo mo edi enkomo eni nipa edi nkomo nkitawudi a eno no enye se wo sinkunya na wo tena face to face we no de ya befo kwan sua Twitter ni ade na chese wo mo de ahyehye so a and what I say now what you idea about what share yes sir and mama some war relationship mu awari o mpena na ene ba ko aye na adwe se wono de obe cheat yankasa why na adwe so obefa ne partner na chi obefa ne yonko achi no what say se wo awari mu na wo se ene ma enko yie ntino who trafa who coachite was say it's never the solution was say debi any wo how for kra and akwa aba ayonkofa nim it wonam so acheche mu de afutuo dodo na acheche mu eniema enamo so kra edichi tini ba obu onum say ya wone ne yire te ho sania ne yire Yesu asendua mu kwa yi missionary kwa no wonim na sa wo so na bia wonim 360 skills ne styles ni na wo mpam a sana wa kire ne we so de bi wo sorry na ayibonsam ka atun pono yi wa hwa wo hwe na wo hu muntu ngini so be muntu gini ayi no skills no and do as if you are and the coronavirus in baby do as if your life depends on me and your style see abusua enya sam ketwa baby do as if you are behind the microphone baby do as if you a Chinese lady dancing ballet baby do na skills are akese ebia no aba na se be mana na se munipa mienu ba kunim but se wono wo hwehwehwehwehwehwe na ohia na partner no omwa no sa kwan no so pe wotumi nyi ne skills pe hey na afi na che se wate asimu no wo twafa no ho a wo se we mu nyina emwa se wo cheat de wo se enye solution kra eboa ema aware ejina the mirror the bokrata no katafa no de to so du miensa na mehwi akwa jina na Kwabena the mirror no odi aba lifestyle let us say kwanya ne efa so etna ebo ye ho ebra ne ade a wo befa so wadidie mu wasetena mu ntade hye obi bia ebeboa ama apomuden ho nsem agina brane nefa ena wo kasa afa enuane a ema ebedie ama akosua kuma no ne ho atumi aye den pa akosua kuma na agina brane akosua kuma ne ntini so da bi wono akasa no kwada bia no wono no esuo kra ye yi dada enti no wodan suo mu ensa medware no ene wo kira sem akosua kuma no eya na eniema bebre timi di wo haw emma no na nuane aye die so eka ho eye enye se bia wo kwa akotena eye ti se bia jana bia so ahu anase bia ebia wahye bibia manache kwan ye bia viral infections anase bacteria kra wo de bacteria ene betumi akwa ka ho mama na nya wo how infections awodo wo se enuane bi so no etumi eboa ema wonya ha wo honuane ni bi so tumi boa ebo ho ban pa ebo ho ban akasa ma akosua kuma no chepa se jaman eno no wa hwe na se abrante bi be fam se ya na adwe ne se ko wo fam wo pass through pass by wo twam se ya wo du ho no na ache no se akura last stop no bedi ankwa nya aduane nkwa obu onu ma otimi de akosua kuma se no wa chewo bi agina ho se akura last stop etiano no wo che se nuane ne bi wo ho no ma wa brobro so wa hanum se o kire se ene ewudi se ya obetimi ache obi se akura last stop pechidi se ja my bedi ankwa simple etino ya no wa hwe wadidie mu ye se de be ya bedi ankwa no wo de be fa aduane mu na wo de ama akosua kuma no ache be ma na agina se bia na eno a obi a wo kwa fa so wo de eche be ma aha nti sa wo na de be che be ma na so atimi afa nche na ebia na wani mi ayekunkum bolinga face bi because we just be mebu onu so anya no wo hwe wo hwe face wo hwe to wo hwe no fo wo hwe bibia waduane no akra nya ne we na emum skills na abayi ne akosua kuma na ache no eno ne hia no ntine mesrawo ya na wa fa futo de mirror mu na che se ya no pakra mu simi kire mu dodo etimi kra me nka bio na ene ye interesting stories na wo mirror ni mu de na je se betimi atie simu them daily graphic weekend special na me de to aso katafe to sunnumu na se de di nka kenka bia ma matia no Ghana man pani na adoda kwa akufu ado emprempe de wa pawo wanasa wa boni pamiensa wonum eye court of appeal atemuafo se wo se bibia wiemu dia won kokkoye adwuma e ba na temu hu nsemu e wo Supreme Court wo main court batan ni nyina eye se ajage for na e wo Supreme Court wo no ebi mu e kwo wo mo ahomegie mu eti ejebi wa ejebi etiase eti sa pepepepe na sese e konwo enti no dodo so akwanya so ba kon so ba kofo ntena so nchenti sa enna esese e ba no enti ajage for no ene wo mfoni ene wa ha e bia na wunim obi watidina ya ka wo ye kase bopono so a na won sheda ehu wo mo enti ansa kra na mahye fie appointment committee betoto wo ma no vetin no na echese wo mfoni ena ewa ha no mo we ye mfra dance etinye se bia ba be ha wani ahwe ne fe se ye be fro se be di dance se we ye de ko Supreme Court ye yi adenye de bi enye sa na emumu de bia na wunim obi ana se bibia na ene wo so wahu de sempaye na ade beta wo machi o ne abetimi aya wo mo ebetumi afemu akwakopi mu ho no eno so ho nsem e wo ha nti wa chirechire mu se enti a ene wabo nipa miensan edin ene wo hwe wo musu ehunum enyina wo emransem wo my Ghana mu a omakwa akodu san pempensro na say court of appeal ni de wo free ho no ma na last kwata no ene ye Supreme Court intelligence we ni de wo mo ekọ awie ya no mo ya ko school na awie no internet sese wo kokodu wo mo aba adwuma pa ho nsem nyina wo de aba ewo krata ni mu katafa to sunsia na mekwa akogina na enka ne so afa no hwa ho ne die ho nsem so eni so wansu ho nsem so ewo my Ghana mu eye ma Miss Cecilia Abenada pa na ne nsem a ewo court ne no so no eye mo anim nsem enu ada na asem no de dikan kra bre dikan kwa wo friend wa Accra High Court Criminal Court 2 sasa asam no fiti ase ni na ekoso wo Circuit Court eno no ye lower court na chese no chese no wo form esua na asam no hwese di asam no emu asi atre abai nipa nso a wo mo na adi bone chese sika nipa mienu na boafo mienu patients bo twene sareje yi fa ye nipa numu a wo aboa ma wo mo adi sika no a charges ma akwaduasa ba ko 31 na wode bo wo mo no eni said ensem ni musi awrem na say a free district court call high court enti na wotwe atwa mu no na wo mu di hu dwuma nyina asam no ye dika kra bre dika ya wo frɛ wo Accra High Court enu ada no na kyese ensem apie mu ni sesi si ade emranimfu a etwetwa age ni pei wo matumi aboa ma wa ma wo no mu bail nipa nso ni nyina no watimi ama wo mu nyina bela esombo 5 million adasa 5.25 million so 5.25 million na wode Ghana cedis na wode ama wo no mo esani panso ni nyina ene sureties nipa edi akaginamu enyina ama wo mo no wo mo so ho senkaye nyina no ewo mu kwan a wo befa so asede ebeye nipa yi kwa no wo mo enwane nyina ne adere no so krata no ede aba memfa the Spectator de bokrata no entu apo krata fe to so miensa na mekwa akogina mu na abaya ba ko ene chese oko school kra oko eye ntwaso school yibi ewo Likpe Senior High School from Mantemu your friend remember avi ne din ne honam se pa remember san se adwuma wadi ne de daachi bia so ye be kai ne pa ye be remember ne pa na remember avi ana watcha say Wamu ashaman patam na wonne ne papa ne nabusuafo nyina etie na mire kakra ni kyese ne memu be ye den an kasankasa se papa no trotro ba kwa wo twi a wode hwe fie bibia ka ya wode ye adwumai ka ne be sei omkwa ahonyenye mu pa ka no eye no na kyese papa no kyese wakaso wo fa mate kwa ne na ye adwuma ma mate abewia no asa ba bete ne daily ayi chop money nyina ne ade ne wasa maniska na kyese ne omunya kapre kwa no mo de akofie enti no wode adwin ba se ne ba wanya mfihye du nwotwe remember avia wono no konto asosu kwa kyese wogina gina pan ni mienu no wo second year student no and what should I say? Any ababa one or sadi ebe omu be fie kwa munim da wo mo be ko be betre fie posumi bebre eti e hyan na ye ne de ne ba no ka ne ho na kyese ne woni trotro mate ensem no tim sa baba no wa anye ne bokọ mfiti ase no na eso so be ne den eno aso so no obi school a ne papa e de beboa na bo ne ho bra school ye niema ahodra wo betuatua nyina ne ade na didi sika na che ese wo je ne sai ntie ne wo ka gumu a che se wone ne papa nya asem ketwa kra na ababa wa na ho bra se pa ne se de wasi di mate no se ye ma mate award was pa mate fu wo kro me ye ma award anka baba we nka bosumi kakra ya obedi mate ko benya baabi pa san se obuo ni die ye se amama fo kra ni agye no keke eti so no wo twam na trotro no dudu na etwam kro mu nyina be kwakofo ne de enye se bi oye oba ena enye se wo ya akwada na se bibisa enti na emom obuo ni die pa wo de ma a passenger fo no ebusuanya asem ketwa Ghana ha adwuma ba akopa wo mo and respected customer Omonfa customer eyi ne nyehwe say yes eyi customer care the customer is always right mate adwuma mate fo mu passenger fo okroma so when you can wo be fo kra de ye say bia ba be fo na cars ni bebre ho no mo pre passenger fo no kwa de ne otimi krokro wa no wo ma wudin wo be te Augustina ba hema na hema we won su wo station wo be su wo kwan no emfu we we be su wo Paloma one for no circle we be su wo 37 we you am aka foforo ka we ni su ba ya no ensem wo be dada wa nya foka ni wie pe no asate no odidi watem mate fo wo kroma dodo na nkrase ne ye adape twane ma enwo hia so ahun krase sam kwa mum passenger fo be di watem because ono no onim say wo level no wo mfa man de ne nti wo be di watem afa no ho adi ba remember video won tesa eto ma e wa sha man patam o mani agye abaya no pa ma sisi eyi the spectator kra to me na kwa kodi nkomode a na otimi so manfo no ani agye ababa wa ne ho pa na tema anasa Methodist High School so na aye your bad time back ono so na chese ne baba ya watiti ni bowie mu ahwa abaya ya ahwa kwada ya na chese efie eni bi so no ahwa kwada no na chese na no ada tema Methodist Day Senior High School medas wo mu fi share aduan 40 years anniversary a wo mu ADA na echese wo mu di djuma bo adesuafo na baso na ne baba ya wonya awards na makomakonsia na echese mami atue sumu susa kwada no kwa ejina eyi no so podium ho no mo na mami atu atena kobam ne ba no mami enya nu sabre no mami simunya munya mi ana ma ade no no enya nu ho sei ofifie ne bai chese na ni agye amana ye ni suo no was me bai na me so ni made na me nim se wode me obehye mani munyam animanimu ya kra se ya chese ne Senior High School krawo no wagye abasobode makomakonsia eto hwa maame no era chese wo fro ayi no stage no na ye ni gisem na ne ba no su gina ho akobam no ni suo ta maame enya nu wose ofifie ne bai me de me ba program be ka chem so onya nu abusua entini nyina eye nsem a ewo krata ni mu na me de ase entino on this Tears of Joy note
na usi bedi anko no ye de he
bedi anko ne say yabonofo na bedi anko no abakosem no yabonofo ma na bedi anko ne efiti ase wo mo so say wone bononi ba etwe be ma ho dia forget it obewi ni
odi som manu a
jawadwa tetebire ni mu no but omo so kire say nukure bia ni tete no kwa na omo say aduro bedi anko no omo de na be kwan ni ade bi so otimi dware guba ire so ni ade ne be ni bedi anko no omo kire mu bebre ni na say black magic
o si etimi ka asem ne aka say na krobofo ma de say etimi ka asem ne de ato so
na ye ho no
na ye ho nti no na to nkrofo tirim say ahafo ma de
o si bi omo si bi ase
ba bi okro etimi ka say kuro we say so de se udi ukunu so ekọ na se ne Wobomodi akwafa kurom ho ma bidi a ene enoa no ene enoa no ye ma no bedi ankwa enoa no onye okunu biem
onye ode abio but se de omo se omo se enye sa akora da na free me santi nyina ye obuo ni nidie wodidi a wo me ya ho ba wa mo se nya bonofo nko se bonofo do mo ni asantefo na boso eto omo kire se aba mana be ka asantefo nyina wo mo nyina so ma bedi anko bedi anko ene ade uko asantema mu kra na ye wo clan ni bi kra mpa eye te se asona ne sa ne men aduanafo mo so mo bedi anko pa
mi kro mo afijase ho abena me ka bibi ase ho se ya transfer ukunu kokuro nim na se ukunu ko fa mpena ho no mu a enyo chese maame fo no kwa na se maame fo no kwa na bo aboso ene oma ene oma ji be ma no kwa de oma
so ka se onye serious oba de eyi wodabre ne ukunu achi it is waja ukunu sa so no kwa
wodi ene ukunu nko na de wudu ukunu kura achi kura akọ wo fa ba wo kura no mu a I tell you maame ne na ebe bo nkwan ema be ma no
ekwan piwa
pa obe bo nkwan piwa pa wonu
e de de akona so
me de minim se amudi somudi a on se bia abna bia utie bia wonsa no nhye da mosa so ho e na fidiase ni maame no okura ne basket no akodwem wakodini da adwin ya kasie yo hene bai
let's not make catas asha ni blue
bi so ahun so ni tv no bi se ni ho enti be ma ne sori firifie no okone ne bedi anko ya woni fufuo tahwe adwene nkwai papa bi Jesse, emo no na ni wasifie ho.
Enya asem ke.
Emo okonso odidi wi awasa da.
Nkwan na se hwehwehwam.
Yes. Se ye ni ya omudi guo.
Eno ni asem.
So sometimes ye na bi ono manya aduro. Ebi ono ma enye aduro se bi a. Aduro na ena be ma nso mema bebre odidi kwa baabi na sum badwum.
Sa be me bia didi kwa baabi na.
Enti se wakọ obi a wo twe mpra na ase wo ba no nyina ataye akire. Ase na wo mo na epopo nkwan. Waka ho.
Na me de bedi akwarukwa de na kamisu se ka asantefo kwa na keso o mo de hye wo so o mo pa na ya wo mo ma no ye sasa de wo kei enye aso ayi nko a onye afija ase nko a o asantefo ma me fo mpanifo ne de oh
me so be bobo so aji obi kuna ma ne ba se si a
so hu se ne ba no kwa so a ware na ebi a watwen ya waya we bi onfa bi ma se ni se ni wo hu sa branch
ma me nka story bi jo unim se madam for lady bina na onu obi kunu kwa out sana say lady na attack madam for ena omu nyina akwa sorry back methodist ena maame no kọbọ mo sofa ma na dai o maame gu anopo maame enu enso hwe odi gu ni be ma no so won kwa awde a obi abe kwatwe pro o maame gu enso hwe di gu mu no oka so won kwa awde enti no maame ani biri ya no wo gu mu a
nya wo mo no mo ka se ayi e friend say wuntimi ni aduane ba akona aduane ba akofo
mo se ntimi aduane ba lai soup so fanafo yedemu wotade 99.1 FM yedemu osunwane 88.1 FM adishia 99.1 FM ya born 105 103.5 FM so yedemu ewo ho Facebook nso eye Accra 100.5 FM Facebook page ni emema na fa emema nkwana ya me na fofo Facebook adey a man Mr. Mu send me friend request. You say me and me na me send man friend request. She say me wo be say mo over 1,000 requests me hwemu a emema nko a. Ade mema adwa media na. Adwuma na kwa koye mema nko adwa dia na. You mame former Supreme Court judge Justice Raymond Atuguba video way na memo me say lectures because so and we kokasa ye wo ho odin say
they will use politics to poison the system. The power belongs to the people. The educated people must help the people to take charge of the country which belongs to them and benefit from it by putting in place real and practical institutions that will bring them benefit in their daily lives and not be playing tricks with a system I will call democratic and it's an instrument for defrauding the people, impoverishing them, deepening the poison of partisan politics, further and further and further. Our life now is just you situate yourself politically and get what you can get from it. That is becoming our drive of life. They will use politics to poison the system. The power belongs to the people. The educated people must help the people to take charge of the country which belongs to them and benefit from it by putting in place real and practical institutions that will bring them benefit in their daily lives and not be playing tricks with a system I will call democratic and it's an instrument for defrauding the people, impoverishing them, deepening the poison of partisan politics, further and further and further. Our life now is just you situate yourself politically and get what you can get from it. That is becoming our drive of life. They will use politics to poison the system. The power belongs to the people. The educated people must help the people to take charge of the country which belongs to them and benefit from it by putting in place real and practical institutions that will bring them benefit in their daily lives and not be playing tricks with a system I will call democratic and it's an instrument for defrauding the people, impoverishing them, deepening the poison of partisan politics, further and further and further. Our life now is just you situate yourself politically and get what you can get from it. That is becoming
atukuba ene ni abre ya wo kasa no democracy ena wo kasa afa democracy ho no matise nkofo bebre ka say democracy ekwan bi so no Africa amwaye because senye democracy a enka Ghana krank yenu de yadri awu democracy ntina African countries bebre African continent ene cool because democracy na timamufo se wo mo pɛ no civilians timamufo se wo mo epɛ no politicians are taking things for granted ena omode ye ne a wo mo epe anopai honorable Daniel Kwesi Esiama former MP Buem constituency Courage Mekafu Nune Peku NDC communication team member wo mo adjourn me ene anopai wofia ye ba ne aba bedi enkomo enani na awotwe pepepe ena the new patriotic party wo mo koto aba eyi wo mo flag bearer Dr. Baumia na wadi atudwa wo say I have my own vision and priority for Ghana. Driver ya oye mate wo say driver ni no anye mate ni say oje car no a obetimi atwika ni ye asin driver no because onu nim de no eso sine driver no adwuma na wo ye no so yebedi nkomo so afa former president John Mahama engagement ya ekoso ni trade union congress and efrase a womo edi womo ejuma honorable Courage anopai me ma wache
yeah nanama etisen
nyame adom
ho efe papa
ana me dase nyame adom no a
anhwe na akoye wedi anko
honorable nkomo ya udo
every day papa
ba uji sade ni di se bedi anko
ma hu enye se magiadi ma hu medimeni hu atebubu ewi akete be ma pam ne yere ni nkoda na wanya girl watebubu na papa no chira de watebubu secondary school me anya grow
okay
anya grow younger sir that was 1994 me hu ye pa mu kam si bedi anko nti me ko ho na mabo me hu ban pa na me di free ho nti ho bambe ma bizu ya kwadro opeduane e de ba on yiska da nti onye obi obema oba bi obema na eduane a a onyi ska de ni yiri a otayi na ni girl otayi ska manu no obejan no
na chese bedianko for man wo mo anes
there be no this is different from bedianko
okay
be man ankasa on person yi ska na ye aduane ma no
e mema ni bebre
sa no mo so banti nti oba bi so no waso afidie pa se aduane no de be chew so pe aduane ba on person yi ska
be ma de wo she be ma ye funu ma
but you see you must eat what you give
okay
ba obinmu ye mo adwin say on yiska ba openo peche
wakọ homa bo na kire
on person bo akoma da ba openo peche nti oba so nya oza we busa for kra wo ho mo be pam mo
ene mani bebre on sese de wo kan no se de ne market ya yi akọ homa wo be yie no nkora aka ho ti oba ne kwadwa so ade be so no eno na kire se ode yi ena girlfriend mpena no nso no ebi ono so ono no ada akwa o pebi enti kakra wo be yi ama no wo betu ne buasia popo ankasa de ma enti be ma ne hunu se hoda wo aka ho
na be di ankwachi no
nebe courage di osi wan kwa de nya han konti be di akoda
mi ni se
another name wo
botemi
okay
it's
the same thing but different names
e ka say botemi be di anko ye di so ma wenu anu no ba ona wenu
Salome ara ye Salome
Salome ye be ma okoda oba fie
oh okay and I say line anu no
and the mission na ma ti Salome o
ba no ona bo ya mu gidi say ye duru ana say bia eduro so ka ho ya na mfi say bia wo ye be ma mo ye meme ntena bisam say bia de wi a wo hwe bia obi ne yire tia okofa empre bia fe na say watia ka empra no so ni ade no ya mvi say ya duro so ka ho ti say bia say de bia ne mirror a report say ya na mo de duro bi na chi mema no ana say aduane mu ni de be akorokoro bi mu no so ka ho
na ma mechi
de mirror na de nsem abo ye di twam na ye
it is very serious issue
okay
nyama wakani mienu ni nyina wom na maka di kan say oba bi wo hwa opekunu do you get it right onya onwa branch bi ani ho fe oti bedianko di pa se ubeyi bayare akotu adware achi be dware agusu sa na odi awo fufu no that is what it is
okay
one was at table area ho no
okay
omo ye ma we no mi
ka gari ku bayira no so
sa na odi awo fufu
doko
na wa hwe area ho na ntwenam so ho nsiom nam wo ho free yeji nti aduane de ufa no kwa nti ye bema every baby aduane ni ho kodru ho fa de obeja wo yire. Then number 2, irresponsible men on pese omba koma bananu mu ye nu de intinu ontumi yisa ska no ofie o ama ni yira ye aduane na ma onu ni nkoda di o nti se ska no won botom on pese na oba bi hu no bema we de ni ho ofel mami ye aduane ma no bi hu se
wa wuada ho.
That is it. So irresponsibility na dru ne ma mienu we na enam nti bema bia bombodi na bobra. I take my wife as my sister or my daughter. Nti ni obedi na medi.
Okay.
That is all. And some person manum ye me there and they mean bomb me homebody. Na me manuska no nkotobi.
E wo dwem. Adwene akasia ne ntunam ne aponchi. Ene kura be kodo mi dwem kore. Esense ho be ne peche.
Na dia ma.
Na odiama okay. Honorable nti ene na awotwe na NPP akoyi wo mo flag bearer Dr. Baumia. Oso wonu a woni vision on the plans. Yeah. Or when a suadi hunu ya or they build a blue economy. They say or red economy. And only ye and the Kufado but on no Dr. Baumia dear. On only regime administration ye blue economy the vision, the policies. Ya all setting it right no.
Yo nanama michao acha minia honorable courage yemfa see courage so any tifo ni nyina nanama no cre MPP for and then about 8 days one and 2 weeks then 8 days
yeah in any week pepe
1 week oma koyi oma tuaba ayi omu flag bearer papa Baumia Ye papa ba omi aba so a. O sa be ka che se onu de owoni so a de fufuro. Eche ne onu ni nanado obra mu boy wo kroma. Na eyemi na kakra. Se e bounce. Even Yesu Christ say eja ne oba ne huhu kronkron. E na edinamu.
Nyame eja.
Nyame eja.
Oba.
Nyame oba. Nyame huhu kronkron. E na edinamu. Ya dom sa asoro kra ye bompa e time bia o. Na obe kayo mampanyi mreso a. NPP for mun kayo. Nienti a NDC for kasande ni mun kai pa. O mampanyi kufo etna se. For 8 years ewie nu. Onu nanado eba ye nu. Na omusi won se omasu asabi omusi ye koye nim. O kai sa asa nu.
Go.
Yeah, we are going forward.
We are going forward.
Aha. Inti sa time no adibia obeka no o mampanyi kufo o ama dollar ni sidi ayepe wayese. Enu nanado jina su di ye campaign no. Inti ndese baumia eni nanado abebobra mfi nwotwe ekoi. Ena nde ye yi no as a flag bearer osa ka kire se owo vision. Na obe se odwane afri obra bonia onu ni nanado bon ho. Nti akwati se obi a wakoto atechemu a oyi ni ho afri se de makodware. Mini a ukodware no. Na time a uto atechemu de ho na esuma. These are the issues we have to interrogate. Yen Ghana for amotie mi. Nanado ni baumia obra mahabono obra no nye. Enu nti na nde baumia edwane afrisa obra no ho. Se owo new vision. Nanu ye papa lantremanta ka kire Ghana for ni nyina se, "Hey mamu ntie baumia na onu ni nanado no omu jina ticket baako so ana wanti sa se so oso omu jina ticket baako untumi why baako free baako nchen o. They are one people. They are one. Sao brown ma be bowo mamu aseniama oma dani de deceptive leaders, confidence tricksters. Oma da Ghana for to the extent say ye hu ye papa Mahama asa that time ase onye nipa omu di statistics and omu di debt edi brubru Mahama sa inne mayen bisao Ghana debt nu na ejina sen inne mo say inne baumia edwane afri debt hu nanado ni baumia indeed ye total debt ye 600 billion. Nanado ni baumia nkwa for 7 years no 480 billion. Free Kwame Nkrumah mresu sa bedru John Mahama 2016 no 120 billion. Inti uwai 120 no free 600 ma na koka 480 billion. Indeed ye omu dwane afri hu. Ye nuanu Ghana for yes remu. Atamos ni Mahama wo ho no. Ejuma omaye no. Enu nti na nde obi ti se Captain Smart oti ni studio wa pega block efri abontion odi akọ studio akafre Mahama se ombeje ne bo adenti no kasa asem no because for the 8 years atamos ni Mahama tina konja so no sika omanya as tax revenue 248 billion Ghana cedis for 8 years. 248 billion Ghana cedis. Now, Uba Nanado, any baumia, omunya for 7 years, kranu 800. No, send them about first. 248.
240.
Correct. Omudi omanya 830 billion tax revenue. Where nya loan? Sika ye jiji tuo oil sika habo sika. Airport sika ye jiji borders ni nyina ejomu for ye jiri company wenu omunya 830 billion Ghana cedis. Now say to me who sa sika ya asembisa ni say edie na Tamus eni Mahama di omudi aye ena edie na Nanado eni baumia nde odwane free 830 billion so die na omudi omusika edi aye intube kaya Ukaya Tamus ni Mahama. In the Accra High Court fufra. Yedi wa trenchia di semko. E den fefe no. Mahama any atamus esiye de magana. Ohye the schools under trees over 1,600 plus atamus any Mahama siye for 8 years. That aside, in the ayeti hano, Mahama esha sekra di 24-hour economy edi baye. Ewa trouble gas. Ewa BPO, Business Processing Center, ewa udome. Internet juma inne. Baumia Daniel Papa Nancy, anakwe kwa Nancy. Osio mina midi digitalization banu. Minia, se one two foundation ubesidai. That is what it is. And now we see that we are ansana. We want to know si who die will be koton konjagu mo se onu na yade. Now we to iron rods ni we ni na de we de wan yade. Because Mahama have laid the backbone project, fiber optic project from Boku to Ho, 860 kilometers. Miwa Parliament as a deputy ranking of communication. Baby a minim say MPP fire Osla. Eye from Ho to Accra. From Ho to Accra. Calculate the enuna wale fiber optic. I don't know whether she has added something or adi kranka me committee for meti. One adio obi le cable from Boku. Count or calculate the kilometers. Edibaho. Time omuya e-health ni nyinanu. I was at home that day. I was there. Yet to me NDC for Mahama. The doctors in Tamale were communicating, talking about how to share ideas on health issues. I was there, and you be never catch me. Oma ye weni na. Bane, baumia catch se. Yentu aba enfamomo. Na time omu catch Mahama say inflation 15% no edos dodo no. That was the highest inflation Mahama di Ghana. What is the highest inflation baumiani na nado di Ghana? 54%. 54%. In the MPP ni hwa wenima unfair adienti or catch us inflation no eba from no below 15% and I'm 30 every ko up and down.
But ono asam so omo kan say inflation no a baby edru no exchange rate say $1 ekeka ko be say 13 Ghana cedis no because of so omo ye good managers in tia because no kra de edru say nka NDC kra de a nka shoot kra kwosoro ase
minia akronfo kasa no ma menkyere wase akronfo kasa no tio. Do you know that in ayeti ha kenofori atani na nado ni baomia yentua obi a ka ayedi no this year inti revenues aye gini nyina no yentua ka o
yentua ka
akoye ti say yakoto bandage kakraka di boy ye kro ya chichira to ho
ada wo bebie so
na wo na apro. That is obraboni amuti hobo. So if somebody is telling you that the economy is stabilizing, or that down, meaning in there go and check the treasury bill rate. Aside from 20-something, they say 3%.
Wow.
Even the international community are warning kenofurata. Me see me intan kenofurata ba oye bay for oye sikaso. Ya kan anado say on you free ho. Into ogusu babusianu rough at the treasury bill. Into treasury bill say no ekosro. Oma wonu say hwenwi yo na treasury bill say na osi ginu no. Ochina ntumi ntua.
Obobosia wo pa.
Into ye na ye wo treasury bill say no anhwe a outside the haircut edi bebre achi. Into so bi ni nam street so a me panucha ontie mi na onhua kanoforiata no eka ye di no ontua for the whole of 2023. Into sa revenue sa eba kra no omusa gusu discount omusa gusu discount MPP for munte monti say week way kanoforianta entumi an yisisha ne nyama yenti IMF tranche kra yentumi anya
1st November
nkrofo no nye baumia ka ho Addison ka ho exchange rate dia no mu ka wo exchange rate ho enya Addison ati wo edi machine to otwa sikama na ado ni baumia 77 billion in 2 years. Nanama, this is a serious issue. Inti baumia she white be catcher say she wona mu she white ni nyina wo MPP mu atrofo nko an kanofurata na dikan da bia o she white on say baumia so suan say o she white omu ya atrofo. Look at what is happening. 77 billion nanama $600 with the exchange rate of 12 cedis per dollar. you will get $6.4 billion. You will get $6.4 billion. Meaning every agenda 111 hospital no $20 million. $20 million so Faura $6.4 billion in Kaimenya 320 hospitals completed. 77 billion. What do they use the money for? What do they use the money for? Enya agenda 111 ebinu A2 foundation. So what did you use the money for? Can you trust these people? Can you trust these people? The 77 billion will. What do they use it for? They should come and tell us. In the same these 2 years, omuko Eurobond kojiska 2022 no mama. Intimu the idea. And no mania tax revenue in the same year to over 57 billion in 2021. What did you use the money for? Inti se ba umya kan never catch us one new vision. What sell man we no in there one new vision. Nieme sregana for especially one of muti kumewu. Mahama si hospital. Wasi hospital mamu. Mamu se nanado any baumia any kenofurata omu jai hospital no esi hwa air pro. Meanwhile we have borrowed money. Kumewu hospital, Afari hospital, eti saying Omuja hospital nasi ho. Okay, say sometime 2 years ago, I can't on muko ho. Amu peso mumu amukwan. Air conditioners ni bibia si ho. Omuja to ho se air pro.
Yes.
Inti sani panu. Omu pese nyamanu pro drobe. Inti na baumia esaba. Se bibia pro. Yes, regana for especially those in these enclaves are uncompleted projects no. Ewo ho pro no. Muntu abanti ankrofo yi omunti na munu sense wo yare age se wafaka akogin ndra wanti otumfo na osi na danfo ni lawyer ni na nado ba fe na osa akogi lalasula lawa asanti manchen akopenti gin uti we aye ode. These are the people who are our leaders. Asanti mansantia 200 Emre otumfo na danfo ni na nado.
Eto dia keno must go yi.
Yes.
Esu otumfo na intervene.
Yes.
Bibia otumfo na rem.
Asantima munsha bibi o. Asantima munsha bibi. Ekire se nia ekosui otikokosu na danfo ni na nado. Ba wentumi anka nkire nu se minua se we hospital nu we famaye. Ana for the hospital nu we famaye.
Central Market Phase
2 nu we famaye. So for line ni dia interchanges nu we when to me anka nkire nu o te kokoso yebu pa. But according to say wo di wa man mu hwambo. Inna wo man mu nsantua sika mawo. Na fama keno forata ni baumia eni na nado no mu mfa nko penti hospital. Eya wrehu papa. Inti misre Ghana for. Baby ayedru sese no. It is not about personality o. Na nye ebe ya Ghana for be didew. Eche se amanfo adwuma sei. Bang nkrofo yi agu bang no. Okoka amusi bang no agu Bahama mreso. Bahama mreso bang no nku ye o. Ye hu yare ewo banks no ho. E na musi mu ma yensa nkope adro. Emfa mbo eche se o ya afo no oye ya ye ma. Omu ye ya ye ma o.
Nti ye nku omu. Hwe se Barclays Banka se omu di adani de edi fufuro amu di ma Barclays Bank okrum ha. Absa no. It is a slave trade bango. So we can compare ourselves. Inti yesusu no esese yen sha se every baby o. Na yen fa nko yenu. Ghana 40 say papa Kwesindu. Ghana 40 say Amoabi. Ghana 40 say Adongon mu abie de banks no. Keno foriata adisim baumia oma be gubang no. Adanti na meka se omu na gubang no. Sikase bisa hu se sikase na keno foriata di gubang no. Mahama se muma ye mo adro be ko su 9 million. Na yen san hwe mu yen fan so hye 9 billion. Na yen fan so hye miam kakra na ebe ye yie. Ghana 40 achro go mu ka so dachi ana debi ebe ye yie. Omu si debi ye gunu no omu di 25 to 28 billion e di agu bank.
san krofo ya na esa ka kire nne se mumma yen san toaso na yen gu banks no benua kona kofia tema habo MTO aye MT Mahama Momusi terminal 3 Mahama time ko ho a na ye fe 24 hours economy na gina so gaga in the Ghana for year omunyama wo Togo Ghana for year omu cars wo Cote d'Ivoire. Why is it so? Because taxes are baumiani kenofurata nmudi ba no omo ntumi ntia until we have built a white elephant eja to ho Ghana for entumi year omunyama minua weni nyina echi no Mahama esa hyeyebo se osa babio oba no odin komodie papa edi breyen onu ni 2 years for ekasaye minua if you listen to him and you are a business person like me no according to say obi a one accident yedi na to ICU table no so ye be ye surgery or see stop the blood flow. How is it stopping the blood flow? And he said we cut down the size of the government to save money. That is how to stop it. Then you make sure that you put in place a corruption strategy, a prevention strategy, sir. Everyone say a man for end to me mbokron to send then corruption ends anya the ferry or MPP abum. Obi tam Ghana sika no di ko. You can know because a banankasa boy a chrono. This COVID levy is fraud. Because COVID say World Health Organization say atom. And yes sir.
COVID levy.
Now then we gusu tia o. Yegusu tia COVID levy into which account? Into which account? Omuji sika no machiche. Ti said dachi anyhow. Meanwhile, Nigerian hospital da hanu Dr. Jima Menu di 81 billion ko go abrochire. What the aba? In Crawford or the aba. COVID is called ti say okoto vaccine. $81 million or the aba. La General Hospital neither ho. One say no matiti trade fair pansanwa to ho. So these are the issues, sir. Mahama say we need to stop the flow of corruption, and then we need to review our constitution. In their constitution, enu nema nanado diye boni eni nyasa. Constitution, I just say the powers of the executives are just too much. Executive be appointing office as a finance minister. Kruben sooner better say without competency, without track record. Or appointing your foul. No fasusu mbobra wa kunyasu. You know free wa osi debi. Intende ochina utu abama baumia. Baumia su beka chose kenufurata na bedi finance minister. What are you going to do?
Omu na de neighbor.
Omu na de yes.
Omu na de neighbor.
Minu ase usro pa se. Pesa kenufurata sa minister of finance. Men tu abama baumia. Because omu na di nuba o. Achi mafias nu na di nuba. Inti obeda ni pude. Enye gabi otrida ku na ka kire se atamu sie Rollins pude. Pude na nkasa no master di enu ni baumia. Inti omu dem no mu remote control nu. Sa netie. So if Baumia wins today, the very people we are seeing as ministers today, they will be ministers. You cannot say anything. Yes, Ghana for.
Ebe se President Kufuor ni Gabi.
Me see yes. Inti Ghana for yes remu. Nanado osron kuntabuo. Once I say na hon di aka ni nyina no, enye se odibe man koda chocolate or promise omo. O se odibe ma se Baumia win. Osi odibema se Baumia wini.
Okay.
Openyi boni, kasaboni, enununu. Inti opeson fa yenko ekum. Masa na onuan kasa obebu na konda sutina akunta. Madam wase.
Courage, me also.
Courage, brother, do not stand.
I don't power there. I don't know about Hitipa.
I don't know, Madame working encyclopedia. Baby, I do the Nibrabo.
Rescue mission.
Men that cause say mahun say nkrofoya bunkunta. It is time for accountability. Can offer to me by catch 52.5 billion has been transferred into a known account. Basin 52 billion in Nigerian hospital in Kayanyabi. Urade nyakupo. Courage kasa.
Ye chia tie fo nyina. Na mi chia na ma so na mi chia honorable. Mi chia tema central for so anopai. Na mi chia NDC for nyina. Titru ye papa John Mahama. Ejuma kese pa eda yenim. ma wo bia emfa no se ya fa no fala Debi I was say ye jumaden ye nyina ye tisi krom ye nye house to house, door to door, office to office, street to street, container to container.
Office they won't even more be office.
Ye be boy ref office.
Ye be ura.
Ye be
ura. Office to office.
O bedroom prayer ba ho. Na office.
House to house they make me office.
Ye be boy ref office any bra ba. Office for kram we twan see ye fast.
Onim se me company bi ma NDC we edameka animu. Inti mi wura ho pe unim nipa. Inti mi nyawo se mi ni osira da ma ben o. Na ye di nkomo. E just ma ka che se mi NDC ni dada.
Ese kwa no mu ya mu NDC ashandra na mu ade nkomo na e.
Na mu di nkomo no ba.
Mu e kan se e dia duru ni de.
Police for ground na enye
omu national anthem my was see obi a shall no onim so ye NDC oh chale mu bom hu modi o abande e betoma mu bom hu ban o. Sa na omu kan.
We encourage me ntwa wa no week mu na me wo police station a police for pem mo say Saturday kwan yankofo we di ya faso. Ye na che selections ye kwa e bo mo si ensuompo
enye bia no
see now
ensuompo mama wo mu bi na saa no mo ye o mu 2020 o mu ti wa ye 2 wo mu pay mu after December election
no mo reverse ye
no mo reverse ye na o bi si
police ba economic management
police o so mo kan say e kwan o mo say e kwan ye disankofo we be fa so 2024 no police for
ta ayi no o be bebre next year ombe tutu nkrofo salary mu wo be wo hwane sika be to account mu wo ko yisu so wontumi nyi omo tu election wie pe na masa reverse no bebre be si next year
enu ka blue economy no
oh blue economy ni dey say omo they are very good in slogan
yes
omo dey slogan na omo sisa nkrofo nkola mba ko gu Independence Square natco yeah, flamboyant party ni nyama ekosi say over 9 months nkwalano salary egum omuntua ye oh so ene ye exactly 1 week omu select omu flag bearer omunya select ya minim ina ye nyina nim say ba omiana setup no the system no asset no say obewini
courage nsem bia be kan na meji wachinyi obi ni ka chi was all shall pass
nti omu wini wi na me say okay se dia yenim adwuma no aye easy amayen ba ye mfa no easy sa o say say adwuma den na me kan first no party fo nyina constituency branch region yen faye watemi wakame na we pemasem na we company amami na we ndi mechi yen fantu nchen Ghana for enfan cheyen se ye diagro na yentumi ngi Ghana nsi ho 2024 omu fan cheyen e wo se ye dwumaden because ekrono sinking ana sinke wie kra ndi de wo se ye no yenye dwumaden ye ngi Ghana nto ho na ma dachi enya sa die ba no yentumi engine no omukoye na omukoyi baomia no akasa crampo no almost 40% of the delegates no crampo reject no onya 61 na Kenya 38 point something ana onya ya na ayi kanu so nya kakraka ho nti almost 40% of onwa ni setup no kra kase enya obi a obetumi a handle a Ghana hona na onwa almost start almost 49 na omu year 2016 2015 na omu di buy and almost started that ni acceptance speech no o ma hint kakra say onu oye onwa he will be his own man with his own vision with guidance from God, of course guidance from Allah. Yo yate sa no ba be kono no di be dada nkrofo anum so ye de o kasa no that you see wa worry bebre o dada nkrofo na me a man of my own vision. I'm coming with my own vision. I will do my own things. Obwa meba be bobo niama baku almost 20 aba omia kaya baku krampo want to me amfa nye juma Into the oba beka sesia or be creating impression we saying na enye onu na ye in charge. Na obi na ye in charge. Into sesia no onu na eba be ye in charge. Into mo ma no tumi na or come we or the vision no eba. Obwa then a blue economy. And a blue then economy, blue then blue. Obwa or you're very good at slogans. Mukai during campaign time no or can kasem teachers are suffering, nurses are suffering, these are suffering, that are suffering, drivers are suffering. No ma Jesu, hey, that is baumia for you. Just yeah yeti hano or planning another one. Ni slogans, ni nyamo di be dada ye ni rhetorics, ni theories, or planning na or di be ba or di be pie. Ghana for mama menin daho. The oyan or the bass asuswa or one crofo me boss waje. To say Kofi bentel nemo. Ombe juswa mano. Penyiphobia omudiomu hu atututu height be our crow mu. How my yomu hu opinion leaders.
Yeah, dear Ghana for the confusion. So munim says I Kofi bentel no money or moke kahono. Ye pa eduma na ye yashishen ye diama ye tua o moka.
Say
Kofi nim say eduma na Kofi bentel no mo ma yo so opinion leaders.
Ama jiusika.
Si omo na ye tua o moka na ye do mo ye ba o mi agenda.
So exactly.
Inti sese no kokukba kubwa kokora no na bentil mu ba. Omo titi nkoda ba.
But we have credibility issues. But we have credibility issues. So we use
exactly.
Society no as omo omo ye use omo.
Yes.
Edwama market ba we.
Yes.
Kidana man, I was see a bomb kokoro no. Young people should be aware. So these people no omaye omo hu opinion leaders, omaye omo hu personalities, omaye omo hu celebrities, omo kasa nkrofo tie no. I was see a Ghana for tia sese. Omo bua, omo nyo obi asa, omo kasa mamunji ndi obi and I'm a doctor Amachi and I'm a doctor way and I'm a professor this, me a reverend this, me a prophet this. Ghana for mun mamuni and
but when we say Amachi, we jina we NDC take it da.
Well,
if you just ask for your constituency.
Sasa si no almost titibi manudi.
Oh, but Olusu ya.
Almost titibi manudi.
And I call MPP. That time is it 2000 more. Mahama 2004. So what the constituency?
Oh, I see.
Ofrabroche by ya NDC parliamentary candidate Amache Boatis. I been with the US.
That's right.
I see.
NDC parliamentary candidate Amache Boatis.
Olusia.
Onu scribe di ankoni bisa. Eme mun send the baby.
Nti muma moni nda ho.
Na we ma no.
Muma moni enda ho. Mia mi ofa. Okujeto Sam Okujeto lawyer. Wenyi obia ti na din obia say hey papa we dia okasa obia tie omu using 2016 or throw a lot of letters mikra minye bi throw a lot of articles we no nyina ye omu strategy
one use no akokora say onu susu ka ho okay for no ye mpanyimfo
that is a game plan.
Professor Stinmaden so funny.
At gift ya fa yi dance ka wo bi agro nyami dia betu ye ni o omu ka wo bi mensa otabe pastor mensa otabe okay wo bi these are personalities of mabe use you omu say see the omo kofa penticle for abeka ho
yes
omu ye bibia to drag in the Pentecost church to their side. Ghana for muma moni enda ho omu sa babio we no omu ye chameleon, omu ye dangerous, omu ye treacherous. Muma moni enda ho omu wo jom, omu wo supermarket, omu wo masori, omu wo community, omu wo various groups no mu tie omu a mu tie omu ye muma moni enda ho ti say na Yesu Christo boy kokonu say muma moni enda ho. But the dragon has come into Ghana for Baumiana or Malatin Sesiano on Fahi Emba or the Adadao and Eba. Omo Pesomundi to her so that they can cover up for all the bad deeds. No, my ye. Sikano Miria, Sika Bakro way, and Yesika Kichwa. She said, me bra Kano. Over 800,000 revenue alone. 800 billion cedis. Revenue alone. And bra NDC time no. The entire system no. It was only 200 billion. Okay. So mama ye ni enda ho. Baomia asa na obeba no o ma lectures be brave okasa be brave ene ye be ye we me bu baka kra bi nkyerɛ na wo hu nipa ye ba be deal with so that we have to be very careful. Or see on see 350 brand new SHS Ghana for ewo hifa not even one crampo mun see 350 SHS brand new baku crampo omusiye. Obano say in 18 months of an NPP government there will be no water and toilet problem in this country. Yet Ghana ha wuti mikrom na wuti emiene toilet problem unibi water problem which make us unibi
omudi to delivery trackers so me krom omuma me 10-seater toilet ba kokra ni ho MPP for you ye kasa sana opon kroma be kase oh some of the MC deceive them omudi atusu the man we asa fa na nyina so mama e toilet me krom by car by bi ni ho koso
adenta in cry ha crampo adenta ni nsuo yen your time ye expanding the boom water plant no emma nsuo flow abebia ye di nsuo kwaya di kochebi edi kochebi ekosi bi oho adenta medina ha kran nsuo ni ho. Number 2 osi under NPP Akufo-Addo government the economy will grow and grow and grow and grow. Ye hodo ye kwaya we grew the economy to 14%. Yeah. And then omutia benso no they are struggling even to get 8%. This year omwaka somo projecti 3.5%. IMF have downgraded it. In fact, the World Bank have downgraded to 1.5 nomenya at the end of the year. Look at that.
From 4
Obi osi obe grow and grow and grow and grow economy no. Or see, when the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. Okay, that was when it was $1 to 4 cedis, and then it's $1 to 12.5 cedis. So what has happened to Yabeka is saying the fundamentals have collapsed. This time they are not weak; they have collapsed totally. Or see, we have arrested the depreciation of the cedi and the keys are with the IGP. IGP no dia. This is Baomia Nekao. Nyamina Meka. Baomia Nekaye. Akosi saying ene. I am Mipu Bosu Amawahu. Nyama Papanu Kaye. An NPP government will move Ghana from taxation to production. From taxation to production.
So the tax I won't come off any.
One would the tax no VAT now mu ye hu kumi preko no Akufo-Addo die ni mu ye kumi preko no ye di VAT ba ye di get fund e ba to enhance, and with that get fund you can imagine what would have happened in our universities. Get fund na best education mu ena ye bibia maye. They protested against VAT and then oma increasing VAT by 2.5%. Oma taxia e-levy krama taxi. Oma taxi e-levy krampo more brower for muye e-levy. This is Baomia.
But courage e-levy ni mincho. Oni mi say no. Say kwa to postpaid. Say postpaid for kwado me but prepaid no. They say ye momo.
Momo. Yes.
Momo because of e-levy ni low.
So that they can generate a lot of money from there.
E-levy.
Indra meji. Me water bill. No mo the service charge account.
The service charge account.
Account show opa me bien kira wo phone so enkrofo yi abefo kra ye wo bibia service charge e can show me na me bia kira wo sese a ebe ye wo nwanwa service charge no eduma me ye ntino the service charge water enuni 100 Ghana cedis service charge.
Yes, it's all over.
Service charge gun show so say o MPP for mo say mo tax ye no in show bun show say the service charge e dey can
obi o see from where from taxation to then production no
and then so kura no mo bie ne da bia o
David
baby am ti wiki bia mo bie ne 3 times
on my taxi I am suspecting for yan here
service charge.
So they have taxed everything. The ports, Senaminia, paying Kai, Honorable Kayano. You can't clear your goods.
Service charge.
Before, Nigeria for you now.
Service charge 100
Ghana.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, you said maybe you won't check your water bill. Oh, this thing has been there for almost 6 months now.
And no cost.
Who check water bill? Say bebre na check it. Yedi ma wa na wa jima akotua.
Landlady for na ja. Now I share me.
Bill ground vanjiro.
Say, so service charge no afen e new cra afen na aba.
Yes. Oh, check your bill.
No, I order that no but enya dia wo ho be.
Omo no mudi buy.
Omo na mudi buy.
Omo no mudi buy. NPP na di buy na say ya no mudi buy. Na ye tua. You see, a lot of people don't check their water bill. Yedi buy no akohwe total amount no akotua. They have tax.
I was at parliament and now honorable but was at parliament ye hu adwuma. Service charge anu ne ye.
That is it.
Enu ni free enu ne ye.
Apart from ye tua I think some percentage for Ghana fire service. And also they have increased even the gallons. The number gallons no first day 6 cedis. Some have gone as high as 22 cedis per gallon. You see, so this is the character we are talking about. We will start constructing roads with concrete instead of asphalt. But one road that Baumia are constructed with concrete. None. So the man, you said, we are building a new harbor in Cape Coast. Harbor and airport. Mo etie from ntie mi yi Baumia ni o. Tamo mo ko lanchi on manifesto no Cape Coast. Ono tie say MPP NDC for obabe bibi na omo be build airport wo Cape Coast. Enwa kiti. Eno di ko tu mu anaju na say we are coming to the people of Cape Coast be happy because we are now coming to build you airport and seaport. Baumia o. Assassin Edibaya Airport, Lukrampono, a big Cape Coast. Let alone to talk about visibility study and then Mudikoye. Baumyano no. Or say, we are building a modern SHS in Zongo's community in each of the 16 regions. One Krampo Oman to Miensi. Zongo ministry plan Musi and Omugunu within a matter of few days. Okay? Omusi, we will build hostels for Kayaye. Nana Machemi, one hostel on my body. We will build hostel for Kayaye. Tell me, one hostel am I building for Kayaye? Almost say, we will build a Dubai medical city. Dubai medical city. I can tell you, I am a project person, an engineer for that matter. All those Agenda 11 from 88 to Agenda 11 now normal building, they are all shields, like market shields and normal building. No story building involved in any of them. Like what we did in Maritime Hospital, University of Ghana, Bank of Ghana, Kumewu, Afare, Bogatanga, Cape Coast. These are hospitals are built here. In fact, can be compared to any hospital in the world. Because the plan was to turn Ghana to become medical tourism center in the West Africa, so that people will come here to access healthcare. That was the plan. It was well thought through to the extent that we did that deliberately, and we were building our pharmaceutical industry. Your mom deliberately gave them interest-free loans so that we can build that industry, and there will not be the need for us to carry forex and go to India, go to Turkey to go and buy medicines. When we build it, they would rather come to Ghana and buy medicine in Ghana. That was the agenda. They stopped all these things. Not even one state-of-the-art hospital and we are building. Compared to, say, we will build Dubai Medical Center. Or say, Momo is for the poor. It will not be taxed, yet they impose it. Momo, Baumia ne Kayo, Baumia Tina, my sister station, Peace FM, no Kanye. So Momo is for the poor. It can never be taxed, and it should never be taxed. What Tina cabinet, in fact, as a head of the economic management team, or approve ye or suggest ye, say Momo and the yebe to me at the raising revenue, or the cabinet at Tinasi at defend ye and Momo approve ye. This is the character Baumia we are talking about. Baumia Koka said then, see, yeah, then Yeba bemu oba ya 2017 or take over no and no call China. Gidi. Omu ko yes omu kasa ye wo man omu to see no what China and an aid no be to see Ghana say hey Oma secure $18 billion.
$18 billion.
Sino hydro.
$18 billion.
Sino
Hey.
In Grofwe.
Infrastructure.
Hey. Ne ekuma ye di. Obi ase hey. E dey see ye.
And then a former president John Mahama can say so omo di be bom. Na say NDC fu aka say omo bua. Na after na civil society organizations any
exactly $18 billion they have see the graphic crowd to a name Bawumia hit 18 billion jackpot China graphic jackpot of 18 billion why see the crown pan bedu kro we mu yet any that is the character a con man international con man a scammer. That is the Bawumia we are talking about. Ghana for ye mistake. Na ye di abai way. Ghana abai way e di shining san. Dear Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo Katrayeng say Ghanaians will learn a bitter lesson if Nanado becomes president. This time round, hey, Ghanaians will learn a very, very, very bitter lessons. So ye name there the abai way e she Dr. Bobie Ansah. Or see then, free internet for university and SHS students. Ewa ifa. Odo kayo. We dey na say no kaye. Omu ba second term no. Ano oni nam ano kan we o. Free internet for university and SHS schools. Ewa ifa. Or see, Kaya would not pay taxes under NPP. Echina for reporters. Eko Makola.
Oh, Debbie, Omucha.
Well, see, the NPP government has created 2 million jobs. At the time we were leaving office, unemployment rate was 8%. And then unemployment rate is 14%. 14%. Go to Ghana Statistics Service on my website and check it. It's 14%. It's accurate. Book the accurate. Okay, this is Bawumia for you. Okay. The government have lied. I say we will replace textbooks with laptops for SHS students. Textbooks, also they will replace it with laptops. Teacher for the cry musika. Up to now, you find laptop no ma teacher for. Exactly.
Obi osini de no wo so a ni wan sa so mo
so no ma ye can
you mo titi from source omo controller and etiti says can
ye can ye desire enso ye nibriasem pa o se ye bie Ghana fo ani so no mu hu se de ba no I was say ye nibre ni yen take a good decision. Okay? Or see, we will remove taxes on sanitary pads. Omeyi. Yeah, taxia. Yen to me talk. So this is Bawumia. We shall build new satellite campus of UDS in Yendi. Asasinu kura bi ni ho. No makosi sadiano. Or see then, NPP would build 1,000 factories with 40 billion loan. 1,000 factories. So, Bawumia ne kanye 1,000. Last minute, omo koshia ye communicate about na make catch say. On board just five. Just with your board keke. They say, ukaje me say me mbo infrastructure bi se sia John Mahama ha ye. Metumi agina me na so pa na ma bobe se 10. Metumi abo second interchange. Metumi abo Kaswa interchange. Metumi abo Rich Hospital. Metumi abo Legon. Metumi abo Fariwa. Metumi abo Bebre. Ombo 5
with 830 billion. Ombo 5.
Bakuku ampo. Okoka osi. Di omu nyina omu ni mo kruma omu ukoka na omu bodu pe. Ekunfi Ekumfi chose. And no pay the akawamano.
Say journalist cry esem ko ekumfi na say na mo nko fa information o hombra na yen hwe. Because as a member of government assurance me call in 2020.
Okay.
And sana me free parliament. In the way sanko hwe say na improve. Because ono ankasa no oni pineapple farms, so it's outgrowers.
Okay.
As at the time we went there were problems. I am not praying for an indigenous company to collapse, but we always need information as to the progress of the job. Now you share.
So Japan so be a factory ni be constituency. Watum.
I don't know too.
Watum a juice factory watum.
I don't know too.
All dwere num nyina no wo mo kaka the communicators no. Ni team no mo kaka juice factory but watum e wo the constituency wo.
So this is the man Bawumia we are talking about. Ghana for mama munin daho. Now, having said that, now the battle is going to be between the two Northerners. That is Yura, John Mahama and Bawumia. John Mahama tia bayano sunu dia ne yetiye. Oh, eteni di ade. Your man eteni be dia su. Omu kaya kanu ya. Ema eto asomu, ema nkrofo jitu mu. Sebi. Nana mamu no mu ejitu mu. Nana manu mu nkrofo.
Men kanasa.
Ejitu mu se. Adena 10 ba be dia su. Ene. Mu beto amateni.
Unim say.
Ene de mu beto amateni.
Courage. Madam for man be a friend na Jamai. Na 2016 kra ba bia na mitini ni twa so. Shira say, "Utwa mu a, obi o so twi truck."
Huh? Can you imagine?
Obi o so twi truck was me your president. Unim, or your businessman what we import canned drinks like look who say denominator say wo yi arabo oyi na wo
Mahama
yes
ko na wo ba onu we sini fie
atie ma
we wo kaso baby am yi Pentecost for you
go still no channel Japan
ultimate Mahama Sunday bi ye nyina ekọ Pentecost na the Lord Supper and we be gina abonten and am say na papa enade o si wiki wa kan shi dey di Mahama tem no
mintimi go di
na ensuo to na se se bibia na me se otimi ya na se dey ni business no agu na no me yes citizenship after me your friend
no
say every year kwa no once na ne container no kwan se dey first no chese wo yi ko supply ekọ na anu gba bebe se bru wan yani ba ko abakora wo chese wo ye no ho hwie nye yi na nanu na me ye na misi o ye se do mo so mu twitro agu mienu o o se o mo mtwe ni munyansani ni eni o si eni mjimi fom ni eni munyansani can you imagine so ohu o ene onko o ma o frame o so person okotena buchiri kra Mahama enye kra de moda mi fie me mako school papa me kwata me ba me ko supply but ene die
o me kind of correct
odi Mahama temu timi lo asaba kra wonko
binu mutumi didi Mahama tem as a member of parliament kra then me hu aye me mobo me why they are doing business obi ko yi niema ohabo oba mfifriti no yi sika gu ne botoma na odidi Mahama tem onyankopo na etua ye ka sisi aketua de enyina ebeji no asase isu go and see them. They are poor, moving around. Now, no me come from MPP ni ankasa ka say we dem wafa. I just say that time na Rollins sorry, Mahama no ye cocoa board coordinator. MPP ni o. Mini ye coordinator wo area ho. In the ba ye kra no, omo Jeffrey no ama coordinator djuma kra no asagu. Na do bedada ye kromfo sa ma twa mo cocoa. Se o mu bro bu fufro na ya dua mamu kona kofi a champo nko na afa asase no sese ama obia da ne ohia ne wo mikrom sese a go and see them. These are the people banyankopo de odi na do tua ye ka
so mu si ankani sun pay ye bimbeda yo na do de o ye president or no ba bibia be enenie sese ni handpicked person Bawumia omu grooming is on some bio Ghana for muma muni and daho me catch them. You know, recently, and ye primaries and ye buy I mean, Obia we did parliament. John Mahama was a member of parliament for several years.
12 years.
12 good years.
Yes.
We did vice president. We be the president. Look at such a person. What you say?
Who are you, minister, deputy minister?
Yeah.
On to me raising 40 CDs and farmer delegates. 40 CDs so no dima delegate.
Additional
And so
delegate.
Momo and Trophy no be some of the media houses. That's why you're crown for and na fusi bofruit. Na fusi bofruit on yami na mikaye. Kene kaye. Kene di onya Japan kaye. See, special prosecutor inviting the former president. And then unim delegate who calculate 400 Ghana cedis minimum. Multiply it by 204,000. It's about 87,000 million. 87 million.
87 million.
87 million. Sitting vice president on your scan wa infan.
Ni pay slip wo hin.
On your scan wa infan. You will Chrome has an almost started campaign on raising fund bia on catch rate certain on you know abroad. Ube raising fund and you to be managed by the appropriate people. No, there was nothing like that. And so what to me a picture 7 million at the Kotua delegates. Or no, Obia and Kahi, Obia yedi, Obia and Kase, a ye from friend, a briety chrome her. Almost 19 people died within a matter of 3 months when they closed the renal services at Kolebu and Crawford into me as a dialysis. Just 4 million. 4 million. No. The state couldn't pay 4 million cedis. So Ghana for me sure say best have a back bill. Ne ya beka ye 24-hour economy. That is going to be the game changer. Iba beka wasem. But midi mano sino ye bokana for kokono. Said the person that is coming on the ticket of the NDC no. Muhwe ni su ene ni pa. Muhwe ni credibility. Dio kan ye da no na de o yesesia na mumfa ento mumfu.
Okay.
Okay.
Honorable Mpesa ya di sa otunfo raise issues on illegal mining but about Dr. Bawumia. Tembia ya kasa on say courage wabubo nsem tron so. Dr. Bawumia Ghana for me so credibility issues. Senka ya se ye ka wo hwe MPP mu a. Se ye se ye ka. Enka Dr. Bawumia nye wo bia. Ye yiri say Udia so oben kwa but wo hwe ne credibility issues being a vice president baby of free bar as a running mate and someone wo kan ye niema wo beye and then looking at the economy inflation debt to GDP bibia ye basa enko wo ni hu senke bia ogina de ma MPP
ni moral right bia
ba honorable musha minim se political party bia kwa election ya agenda ba ko e wo so wi ni Ushe Dr. Bawumia.
Yeah.
MPP ene. Any like ahoden ni ani bre ye Kufu Ado Mugabe wachida komo omo no ase wo project Bawumia as a whole government machinery no a eya na wo hu ni say do Samia Huku aka say 2024 elections no omo be win ni simple kra e be ye Ghana for ni NDC fo nwanwa eya mo hu ni say dia strategy nko a dia agenda nko a
Yo, nanama, o kanu say dear. Mitna ho, me ama share video no, sami awuku die ni senior MPP for ni nano. Eye krono no mudiba, they are avoiding fair play. Inti number 1, eseseyenda ye hunso. And get ready for that battle. Eyo kun na ye nyina ye beku because se unim say ballot box ewa ha. Ukwa kutu abashim eno obi tinifie ka kire se ombe win emra ye ntiasa enti o pa kire se ballot no kra no ye nkan
enye no kra
ye nkan kra nsa na ya declare enti be won se na nado no odi amanfo egu positions on se wasa appointed 3 appeal court judges no enti odi omugu ba me ka kire omu se nyankopon ani Ghana no esunsi omu a MPP for. But there is one thing that is motivating them.
Okay.
One say bibi wo ho a udie plan bi tu ho a na uhwe se time aka no enso a na ade no epia o say ye no say na ubetumi a complete that project. Number 1 na japade buka omo atworo. Until somebody must complete that. So the establishment must have an established candidate. Baumia. I wouldn't say obetumia remote no na ya complete ejumano. So that is the motivation behind. Inti anunti na do to me catch me no say na hundi aka woni muni nyina no or the be make sure say Baumia win so that they will complete the Ajapade project. Number 2, who can say it krom ha PDS saba omo jisika be 6 billion omo disika no inti omo nim se mre no be suntem sa inti se no na say ye free so a wa say mo ka fa mahama say yen Ghana mo be especially so Mahama. Do you get it right? We don't want him to come. I just told him say na do na eba bebu na tem. We di onyankopon na adom ye pa o. Say this is the first time a president got one term. Ena na do bebu na tem enye sa. Ena onyankopon say Mahama no onsambra no bebu na do susu atem. Enti na do sro. Omo si ube ko wasema ama kokrofa no mubuefu ebi na pasese itinu na do on to me jina ho no passe Mahama na eba be de ebebu na ten intinu on ka she Ghana for say David empiriso bisa na do say Ghana no ni dia.
Yes,
that is the question we should ask. Ghana no wudia dia na wa ya mami sense mi yi video bi jasika kroma baby ayetinu first no eno ma be tu gata hwe se na obi ansomamu in the district capital no o ma tu gata no so ma ye won say urafu amanfo ntumi ntwa gata no custom mu ena na do ti akra air condition mu ka kire mu say obeye bibia ama ba omi awini na gata no engira ho debi. Ghanaians must stand up and defend this nation. This is the next revolution we are going to do. This is the next mumma yenhwe esanya NPP for the buamu so fasika so fasika show ho e chese no na government o it is a government osofo kutu wa sorry them asem so be kutu if they are telling us say they are going to win without we knowing yenim say senka ye ballot ewo box me ye kan e be win no no ka chese be win with that no. So if they are preparing, let us also prepare. Soldier for police for mudi so Ghana for mudi police for atade ehye one na esi wo asinof say ye chi obi a ohye police atade. Let us also prepare to meet them. Minia ni otie mi bia sa wu ni to a chese aband no na kra to enye sa moma yen ko hunye nananu se no gokpo betumi aye adwuma wosusu ji adro ni bi obi mato wo so a jituo no firi nsem ana wante ebi asida. We must prepare for these people because omu person omu rule Ghana no at their own will. So but Ghana is not for them.
MPP.
Yes. Ghana is not for them. Into bia M1 ho. Me kra mekwa ko ho menana. We must get ready for these people. Say ye to abanu finchia. One say Canada Japan mo mu warning. One say sa akwase asem aba from kakra. Ba mi hu video bi no e wo north no be yi Canada Japan ballot every mo enu nti na wanya zero ho nti omu ya bibi kakra. So Ghanaians, let us get ready. Enye nanado ni age way ena odi betina yesusa atina ye konza ama ye konabu. So the bad things they have done, who is going to account for 60.8 billion Addison Baumia any kenofurata sorry that one money be catch say aboka oye den na waboka. So where's the money? These people must account for those money. And no more person accountability. Because they can tell you that it is an executive instrument. Inti no want to mean kashi. Inti Baumia susunu say your remote control. So he is not going to say anything about it. So these are the things that are pushing them say my man sorry wa konjano so. Banka nsema na nado kan wo 2012 2016 Mahama say tell the people I am sorry. Now free office. I've done a bad job. Oh no na do ni ba Mahama. One done bad job unde. And they won't person sorry. I just say bibi ho.
Professor Stephen Ade say ohun bi da.
Yes.
Ade akufuado aye de.
Abi dem na hu bi. Omo nyina na ehye no. Omo nyina na ehye no kutupa.
Say ohun bi da.
Yes. Otumi ka kire na do say osekua na ofra kente ko afom. Ekodo. Do you get it right? It doesn't make sense. uyo hiani agaza ushe u trousers u frakente edi kwafom ama Ghana ni nyina aboka. So the bad deeds of this government is what is holding them to power, and they want to be in power, but they cannot be. Niensi wa 2008 say ye 20 vote crown the BT MPP ye the BT omo. That must happen again, because Bonia kenoforiata adigana mai. Insurance ubeka COVID time. Those who are the front line. Ye mamu 10 million so mu fire insurance mamu. Kano foreta fasikanu besi ne one company the insurance company SIC omusu sawa ji omu contract ni nyina no omu mpese obi ahu nanu mi ko GBC obi su kire mi omasase a ewo ko bebia we nadmo office wonu Kano foreta office bi o cantonment hanu omaji asase no eno mu ko fasa asase no by force AC office no ama I think GRA na bibi. You see, so they have taken the old land and they said they are building a new office. Somebody at GBC, oh, suchremi sa, or cheremi honorable Branabeshe. Somebody semo muti krom hadi, and untina keke di katromu. Say nemumu we are gonna japadia fa. Now china ubaka cheremi base, minu mambobra. Miwa unwa bo manu kronu. Uka is Minister of Foreign Affairs. You know it was formerly the International Students Hostel. And for time MPP fighters assassinu and sana atamus begis assassinu. Kwa airport asase da kisima. Oma charge ama achicha to amomuhu on a very low rate. And sana atamus buy. They are doing the same thing. Even the original chairman are buying land in cantonment. They are doing the same thing.
Ken crack yourself.
Yes.
Yeah,
no,
Obe
Onususu kahumbi. Ghana for and yeni MPP for yen kwaku. Na MPP for ni Ghana na ebe kwaku ankasa. It is not only about NDC. We must reset this country like Mahama said. SSA reset Omainu because what they have taken us to Mina Senka promises are Omuma Ghana for like they were able to deliver even 5. Inka yek Omuka Sema better assume.
And former president your mama Kwankwama.
And don't do me ma. But look at it. In Nyama Mahama ama economy no. Look, do you know that Kenofurata on the balance sheet of Mahama in 2017 Otuminya 2.25 billion template bond unimsa yejinu Ghana ha. Yejinu Ghana for eto bond no 2.25 billion. In there balance sheet no dey na betumi dey ato. Junk balance sheet dey na betumi dey ato. These are the people who say they are competent. Yes,
$800 million.
Bankers
person because when we say economy na junk.
Look at Cocoa Board. Yedika 4 billion. Cocoa equiani minia watini cocoa edi abro cotton wasa aji sika fan edo susini die ama echikra wasa aboka nkrofo no mo peso mo tena akonya so Ghana for nkrofo no mo peso mo tena akon nanu hwe ne yemi mobokura National Theatre Rollins see here in 90s omudidi na tem nkonja keke minia Obia sidan one sidan ni bio inkonja yebetina sukra no etiti muntu minton konja from the sheho. Meanwhile you have appointed the chief executive that you are paying as Article 71. Jesus Christ. Ghana no na bedru ha
kitapot cry bibia ni ho kra.
Look at it. Kitapot omudi container go see omudi signboard that omutua chief executive as Article 71 ye tuane
and staff
aji S gracia
staff scrub tuano omutua staff secretary
for years ramu se NDC aya bibia tiam kra muma yen forget na yen fa boniface enfa ma NDC na yen jioma minua se obikita will store book record book a ehye ni mutuom no unim ni amasa awato sika se awaji jise waji book no afri nche na wape auditors no no mu fiese o indi vidodo se no se na wato sika se na yaji se na aka na se na na do no ye store book no eda ni mutuom oso side maba o me de ahye motom nche nkosi da be ansa na ebe hu oman no nkunta oman no nkunta nti na ye kan so that we all move forward. Shenkrofo mutumi ma teachers allowance, nurses allowance. nkoda na jisika wie muso mo tro licensure exams o ma tro exams obi no ma pass mo am school o mu sa for mo passport no ma afro mo mu nina bisa hu se busia yakobo no
ka allowance no mutua
se muso mo go student transfer loan
o ma na so mutua allowance bi dem
o ma mu da bia mu ka nana ma o ma mu
we
me si o ma mu enti no sika mu de kwa brochire no ho na betua one obetua
nanu ya
they gave them they are giving them sanya up to date crowd they give them
1 year no matua be 2 months dia mo
me say o ma kasada
exactly
na months ago na me ye na wa meto nurses obi so on second year onya allowance da
3 years program no ma gi a o ma kon no ma gi 2017 2018 2019 ma ji dia kon
se akro mo pama ha ma cho
me be say I am not blaming them for going the policy makers the policy makers no nyansambe na mudi atu sa na moyi a se sika mo abobusia dia ma mu na aye o man nika I am not blaming the youth for going. If you grab me nyaya nka meko. Ba mi kwa one e be ba be kasama ni mami ate.
Rescue mission no kra nka enyina kra because
oh nka ye ko.
Eni da so ni o man ni mu.
Mi na nka ye ko da. Mi ti ha nde. Mimi nko buki kra o. Mi di mi passport ko parliament next week mi ko we you na mi ko. But we must stay and fight this battle. E kire se ahunahuna na na do di ba no. Esese nyina ye ntina ha. And fight them because the bad deeds are just too much for this nation. Look at all that. Look, one Fatema Motoweda.
Oh, now say ya ko voter region.
One of musamu ye competent. Omudi de quota e de better concrete so.
No, wait.
Yes,
Honorable Mr. Obi Nchawano. When him say answer na ye free abamu, ne ya sign tama Motowe, ne ya sign contract no. Ya sign contract no. Anka ye wa mu anka by now ya sign that contract was signed completely omo buy no metwe mu so mo ye audit
nanama eni amwakwata tumi ko fori kota tuntuni bi e de atari concrete hu inti se wo shock nye ukofa hwa ginyami ubewu sisi a you know so this is what these people are yes regana for regional hospitals omentumi ansibi how many communities have they been able to give water without boreholes boreholes nkwa no muti hotu but water system ebe mase mbrante ebe nye djuma ye to ensure 24-hour economy no omanye no
polytechnics ayen ye be sisi ye universities aye see ye brand new universities go to US go to Somanya go to Sunyani. And yes, a damn big keke. In fact, you has hold ye no, omulano, a ya compete with Legon land. Kesiepa, kwasyo infrastructure di sisi so, and the daho, omubaye, one single room, kramu fankao. One single room, you has ukwa, ya planning you has to the extent that, ye, after ne be free abemun, ne ya bought asphalt. Oh, school campus no, ya asphalt. And one that whole brand new university, and then a lot of doctors are coming out. A lot of doctors are coming out from that university. Okay, that is what we did. Well, person can be kakra efa 24-hour economy na yedi ban.
Okay.
And no, that is the game changer. In fact, omo tiye no omo yam hihye omo. Omo hu say debi. Adie nkrofo edi bai. Afidie Ghana for be jatum. No matter Obama Jomama. If you say na John Kayano, almost say na TC for GM, almost so much at once. Because TC for no almost name say way no and a beboyen. The benefits no dosu. One of the greatest in benefit no here, a best solve unemployment problem.
But no mean chawano. 24-hour economy meaning say your normal working hours no 8 hours 8 to 5 weapon then you be on be shift
yes
and no not just say mo be ade my phone be na aka ho
of course
reduce unemployment
but to reduce unemployment you know the state of say economy ekutaye no e betimi absorb ebetimi asanso afa additional ways say workers because
easily
struggle less than average for less than 700,000 no kwani year struggle
no
it is so 24-hour economy no not just say 24-hour e be pon me bi aba
Yes.
Payroll no be increase. You bet me.
Easily, cry.
Okay, all right.
Easily. Listen, onim, inim. Oko kind auditors report now. We are losing $3 billion every year. Not for a whole period though. 1 year, $3 billion. Okay? And you're very easy. Look, midimi cars, company cars, echo Toyota. One motor no so. Over 1 month they give me a schedule. Omun to me, omun enye because a juma ne gu amusu a dosu. Okay. Omu juma 8 o'clock by 5 no more pon. Kas gugu ho. Ko CFA ewo haya muchi haya neko here. Kas e gu ho just for maintenance. 24-hour economy no ba. Then some of these companies subscribe to it. They will turn this country round.
Yeah. Mame sumi fa kakran kan.
Okay.
One say nanu a make sure say former president Mahama Kasano or can sembi who bisa say can we sustain it in the yeniska into oma strategy ye di benyaska number 1. Okay. The strategy is a lean government. The strategy is to make sure that we lay embargo on some reduce some taxes higher into na yen to me enkoyenim into ye enu we are. Then you see that government has actually also created sinking fund. Into a for Muntenuye, not just first year, there are some things we must do because a kada or and none about me there on count or such at the blue economy. So you must make sure you rake in revenue, you reduce the number of ministers, you take away the ex gratia. All these are steps to reduce to increase revenue and then reduce the expenditure of the government. Also, be review the constitution or review the constitution and nuna as gracia and some winning in ano a bit to me abba form. Into winning in abba form, the next step also taking is how do we manage this? He said he's going to lay embargo. Me in there you lay embargo on rice. Do you get it right? Then it is going to help the local production. Now, when it helps the local production, one or more done, or see they should form cooperatives because government is coming to give incentives to farmers. So the farmers will employ more. If you are an engineer and you can operate a tractor, you get a job. Because this, when you go to Spinters Road, we don't hate anybody, but go and see the people who are importing rice for us. They are Indians and Lebanese. So lay embargo on them. Me see, lay embargo or see he's coming to lay embargo. Say embargo enya tota enya. Then we'll give them quota system. Say we don't want you to be out of the system totally. Inti say we import about 2 million metric tons of rice. This time do 200,000. Na Ghana force sunu ye di Ghana munu. So by doing that, there will be demand locally for locally produced goods. That is what he has said. And how do we produce that? So he said we should form cooperatives. If you form cooperatives, me or cooperative. Okay. So if you form cooperatives, we are going to look at the cereal production, we are going to look at tuber production, we are going to look at animal husbandry, how to produce the animal, fishery, all these sides. No? So that is how it is going to happen. Let us look at a practical example of 24-hour economy. Fanu say one say Mahama buy no na Kumasi shoe factory no sadi buy na sa shoe factory no enu nanka e produce boot ma police for e produce ma military e produce ma immigration e produce ma fire service school. So now the law is that we are not going to import any boot, we are going to produce in Kumasi. So what does that mean? So in every production line you have a budget of maybe 3 to 5 million boots to operate. To produce. Into share we are. So the single shift, to mean produce. So if the single shift cannot produce, then it means you need a double shift. Some people will go in the day, some people will go in the night to be able to meet the timeline of these security agencies. That is what he is talking about. Now, has he done it before? Yes, Atwabo is like that. Atwabo is working on 24 hours. Ameri Power is working on 24 hours. Senye Sevika fra Fofie na Antuata or Terminal 3. In Kauko day and night. Udru Temahabo Terminal 3. You don't know it is night or day. And joining you now and they are working.
But now
it is
empty.
not there.
It's totally empty. Even in the afternoon.
24-hour economy. And yes, say Oba be magic is going to resetting of the economy. First, you get the money. Or say this 24-hour economy will need what? Security.
Yeah.
Do you get it right? Ube ka say first now filling stations no mu ye juma day and night. And sana armed robbers abeti agwomusu. That is it. In this say when we provide them with security, they are going to work all the night because obi di nantwe edi free stream obedru the jasikan almost in filling station nye juma ni petrol short. This is wadaho. Do you get it right? All those things slow down business and trade in the country. So if we give them security, then you see that they can operate 24 hours. So also the workers who are going to work, Mahama Kayo, also will allow them to join what? To form unions. Me ye juma with Indians before. And they don't want you to join union to demand your right. Me catch. So now, so your company be ye juma or Ghana for ye juma wasinu. If you don't allow your workers to form union, then sempre be being chiro. Because our people to matter, just as you also matter from your hometown. I rest my case.
So, I was for yeah, 1 minute me for course bear 5 binamia 0302208090 0302208090. Internet for one see mame.
So I for the sample no dia order da. Me cow baby free zone. You see what is happening at free zone?
Okay.
That is a classical example of 24-hour economy.
Okay.
All the industries there, some of them will be, talked to and they will subscribe to the system so that they run a proper 24-hour economy. Security will be available for workers, for the companies, and I mean that one is a game changer.
Okay.
So it is if it's properly structured, and we know it's a well thought through program. Ayediba.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yete unkaya nkwai.
Media de champion of Seni Adams am play ashama. Many opportunity there babia. Tama 7 of Soja Leko ni de show bi amenchano. Amecha na bu Joshua Hamidu Akamba. So ashama nyako police za no sha planter mame. Na Bernardo Dro. Eminu aba. De me kan nyina ne se MPP aban we eye kotobe kuba aban. Aban we e de ahochira banwene Ghana for so. President Kufuado.
Hello.
Minyaba, I have a some abaya, the hotel by mini so. Namida Ghana for your Kusakuto with him. The seminar by the day I'm no Kase, Ghana for you never plan 2024 to be true. I would travel with Mini so. American crisis, Ghana for me to Nina. Yet they are fire working. A fire by one creature to my open to Ponuma. Just as to say what Tanaka return at the upper side. Tanaka to the tomorrow, Baby Jeff Romusum. Yet, separate the Kufuado, I shut him now, Bono. Oh, my Ghana for the so much the word of Millenoma.
Hello, good morning. Let's call her good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, young Kawai.
Nanama, Ahmed in Makasafi Marina Zongo.
You, Ahmed.
Nanama, me champion for no, and I'm a so. Nadano, Nukuanoma, in a MCC.
Emergency Kakrana by.
Company until coming fatting in a step, of course. Yanimia nkofo with me and fatting in a yemshi a pass out and palm bite. And Yamia say, watch me akoyo so wadiama wasamba back at Yamiasipa. Maybe for Yamishomo, Yamuka and Minomuya Jimpayina, Opiama Yenindao, what I say, Opiama and Yenindao, Nkofo, Yempenda da VIP, yes, Remu, Yapamucho, Yapamucho Ghana for Waitie, what to do from Yapamucho, Yadia. NDC4 that had in India go to floating voters wine we NPP throw young vote 2024 Yamiaduma Mumajoma Mambra na ye brewo mine muduto about we only a fraud and kasa only a fraud to Pamucho and pese about we sabidi subi never again Nana Manyamicha.
May I say hello, good morning.
Morning, I'm asking you down now, pay.
On so. Janfi Francis in ye.
Mini Abana now my ass and to Yamia Tungi and count.
Amen.
Yankupon, and more who bands to account for some Juma or Jenny dear. It did a matter yas and to because the mother 5 and not 3 count who now would year Juma Patti and can be dear for you or main. Yami Ushra no Busiano, my minimum opinion, and Yamin more who bind because I bind with Macata all year Juma Pa. Near time who's there now Cata Nino. Communicators or much defend the Amu who do almost can't on NDC ATR radio to now more can. oni fi obekantina o katakro a o mane nkasa so ati ase enti ye be stress NDC communicators ni ayi mpanfu no mo mani nda ho ana na ma de me kan sa abato na ekufu adu gina ka so kwan bi obefa so obede obema ne party awi ni ndi aguro bi na odi o ati ase o mu de o mani atu yisi ni so ba o mu boa they see o mu di si aye do cha because enye NDC ni eneni MPP enyo o man Ghana any MPP for na enya because o ma se o man no what you say enti ye besere the omo kan de enya adwuma obi abeya adwumaden what you say enti na ya ji o man na ti ho o bele ni tu ni yakopon nya adwuma
me da say hello next caller good morning
good morning mama
yo minu abe ma yen kwai
ya fema ka sabe ka alaji
okay
ipacho FP for o mo yo se o mo bo man because I think papa say le musimu so mo bo man ni she to e futa for abai we think fa o se bia o mo bia na se ni na tan ko fu e papa say o pe from o
hello
I was so emergency na mu ya ma de fa mo ya na nyina emi because ye de ya just say abai de no na e to na because they too mom dada. Okay.
Hello, good morning. Next caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Young Kawai.
Nana man Pauko road minister and campus who dinner to my mammy na minya man 6 months penagana move to Franco. Because I did kill me who took now Burkina Kasi no more Tasela Tintin no more say lolly na me kodu agadugu na omutwetwa na me bisa se mpani for no nyansa na wuni pia na se ya bro na se ye dem because when dia se nanama nanama me dia so because asa adwini nyadumo again na yo ya bro me tia sama na de bia me fato be you it be what questions no mo na msa na me ko agadugu na me ko hu fia na me bisa se ye mpani for jinia na se ya bro na se ana ye peye
abro ntu de
na mo de ka dia to man so
mate
ke dia lo lu kwan na me ba ye go ba ba sa jinia tami
me da se last caller good morning
Pacho good morning nama
yo yankwai
Pacho bibia boko de
nyame adom
asizi de me kasa fi do me
okay
ono na mi ne ba ko ne be kan ye no me yemu ahyi me na no a enya senkitwa
oh
because see ye bo bi fi ho a e wa kra FM a na wa dio wouldn't see mo papa because you fire na anu ode me say emma de say wo marketer omu tu me ka say ye container na ama na ye ti say at once adeni ko off at once sa am hey atama to ye but you da yan na say wasa baba me shira
me so me da ase
na me shira Ghana for
amen
na akufa do president no si ye kase onu no ba be ye o mani say a na ebe ye wanwa si abro se ye beyo oni ni baulaya ena keneforiata no ti mi se kabani slate no di ye demo ene hwe de we o maye o man no next ye mpenefo mo na mo studio no anya mi nsira mo maka sem de de akere ba sem amu kai no suna ye de be ye djuma mi se 2024 na ebe ye du and die on be say de we o maye ni 2020 na ye de ye ti mi ye hwe na ye excellency o si ye nja mo no mo carry on na ye ye nja mo sa ye ti mi ye ku this time na enko ye sa di mo se mi asisia se mi life na mi de beto e de abagana wallahi na kameye
me da se Aziz me na wase na ye mfa dwumade ni nsi ne brebe ma kwan ema ena no pay dwumade no ye de asie asida piesie comment next Kwame Kwache Eugene ba me da se so ma ye stream ye ne production no na ejina wo na so CMG abnanya ko abro no ma ba ho fe wonso asida epiesie enkoma na be sorry so na Accra FM sports team no na wo mo age adwa ene anope ifa asida ema courage Mekofi Nunekpeku, NDC Communication Team member, Honorable Daniel Kwesi Esiama, former member of Parliament, Buem constituency. Nana pay Abusia for me, Dean Edna Nama Ejako. Ya bre any adajie, ya ene ukame why a small my Ghana. Washe ja, what to car, baby, I wouldn't know Bia, Upon Beshra and Sanu Numa S. Yapon Kayana, Bibia and Shen Huye, Sansiana, who here, Emma or my Ghana. Munina say, when you know, ya kabum asumo my. I can't sports team no, and a edge.